Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
Hello. What's up, everybody? OGP back with you. Really late on a Wednesday night, hanging out. I know, I'm sorry, it's so late on the East Coast, and in Europe, it's like morning time now. It's not so bad for the folks in Australia, which is kind of maybe not necessarily the target audience, but there's something very prominently to do with Australia that we're talking about tonight. That's one of the main reasons for being here. And that is the Saw Ultimate Collection box set that was just sent out by VIAVISION, our good friends down there in Australia that sent those. And pardon me, we are seeing a lot of them. If you watch enough YouTube, you are seeing that many people that are receiving theirs in the good old US of A are receiving them damaged. And so I have got mine right over here, and we're going to talk about it. But before I get into that tonight, let me just say what's up to everybody out there tonight. When you jump on, if you would, hit that thumbs up button for me. I would appreciate it. And I went to a Dollar Tree again, and they have not reloaded. It's been a couple weeks now since I put up that video where I got a bunch of Blu-rays. Haven't reloaded. So I went there again today, hoping to be able to put up a video about that. That didn't happen. I also intended, and I started recording a video last night of unboxing this Saw Ultimate Collection here. And that went haywire. That's why we're doing this live instead. And I wasn't able to go live earlier in the day, so that's why we're doing it right now. So hopefully you're hanging out and enjoying the evening, having a good evening. And if not, maybe you can watch this a little bit later to kind of catch up on what's going on here. But let's say what's up to everybody. Gloom Bloom, what's going on? B Sculptor, how you doing tonight? Major Reeves in the house. What up, buddy? Killer Care Bear, what's going on? Yeah, no, not too bad in New Mexico. Not too bad in New Mexico. And what's going on from good old Orange County, California? What's going on, homeboy? Hey, and I had forgotten on the first video or two after you hooked it up with those posters, Ortega, to show them, but I did in another video. The smile posters that you hooked it up with, very cool, very appreciative of those. So I don't know if you saw the show where I actually showed them, but I want to say thanks again and appreciate those. And Snoochie Boochies, Mr. J Muse in the house. Meow, meows. J Muse in the house, right? Meow, right? Meow, right? Meow, are you in the house, right? Meow. But anyways, everybody, hey, as I'm showing on the thumbnail, the reason we're talking tonight is the Saw Ultimate Collection, and we're going to get into that in just a second. I'll show you and tell you all about it. But first, this is really cool. And I'm a little disappointed because I had hoped to get 2 copies of these, one to give away and one to keep for myself. If this is as good as I hope it is, I'm not going to want to give it away. But this is something that I definitely have to talk about. And if I don't give this away, what I will do is probably do a giveaway where we have like an Amazon gift card or something so that you all can pick one up if you want. And that is this new movie Alienoid from my good friends over at WELLGOUSA. They just sent this. This is a movie that Fat Samurai guy and I both have been dying to see. The trailer for this looks amazing. It looks so good. And it's kind of like a futuristic, you get martial arts, you get aliens, you get like combat, you get all kinds of craziness. It looks so good. Another Korean flick here that I just cannot wait to check out. Alienoid. Good friends over at WELLGOUSA sent that, and got a little bit information about it here. Which this is nice because usually they just send an email that I can read off of, but actually got it printed out here from our good friends at WellGo. Let's see. So this is also written and directed by Choi Dong-hoon, who did Assassination and The Thieves, which are a couple other good Korean films. And then let's see. Short synopsis. While seeking a legendary time-bending blade, so already we're in crazy, maybe not necessarily multiverse, but some weird stuff going on. Two Goryeo era shamans, I don't know how you say that, cross paths with modern era people hunting down a dangerous alien concealed inside a human's body. It looks good. If you watch the trailer for Alienoid, it looks so good. So anyways, I just wanted to thank them. I will be doing after I get to watch this, because it just showed up. Haven't even had a chance to unbox it or watch it yet. So we'll talk about that very soon, give you my thoughts on that movie. But like I said, Fat Samurai Guy and I are both very excited to check that out as soon as possible. And pardon me for not shaving today. It's Wednesday. I usually shave Monday. I like to get all like dolled up and put my face on and everything before I come on for you guys. But here we go. We got to talk about this Saw set that I've got sitting over here right now. The Dev Recliner, what's going on? How Weird is in the house. What's up? And Derek's Horror Stuff. What's up, dude? How you doing tonight, buddy? Here we go. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, because we've seen the videos. If you've seen anybody else's video about their Saw collection box set, you have seen a lot of people very frustrated. And so let's take a look at this. And let's get it one thing at a time. Here we go. So I started an unboxing video for this last night. When I got this in the mail, I opened it up. As you saw I put up a little teaser yesterday where I just opened it up and I saw it in the plastic wrap and the bubble wrap and everything. It was packaged very well. It was shipped, the box that it was shipped in great shape. It had bubble wrap inside and everything. They did a good job shipping it. Unfortunately, they didn't do one thing, and that led to some problems. So I just saw this in that little video I did yesterday, that short, which I ended up taking down because it was kind of false advertisement about what was going to go on today. But once I pulled it out of the box, here we go, the moment we're all waiting for. Bum, bum, bum. All cracked plastic right there. Look at that. All busted up. So immediately I was like, man, bummer. And let me take the top off here. Boom, boom, boom. Set that off to the side. And the trap inside, immediately noticed, was also broken. And Web Movie One sent me a link to somebody's video, and they were talking about a bunch of people, and I've seen some other stuff. So I know a lot of people are receiving these broken. So very sad, very frustrating. And the thing is, this is very heavy. And so it seems like it would be very durable, but it's plastic. It's not metal. And if you bounce it around enough, of course, it's going to break. So it looks like I could probably like super glue this together and make it look good still. Because other than this top part being busted off in two spots, it's still in pretty good shape. The rest of it. I seen one video where like this had fallen off. It's just frustrating. The problem is this is sitting on this nice like velvet base here, and that base, there was nothing securing it to the base. And so in transit, this just bounced around in there. And when I got it, I saw it was like kind of sideways like this. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And it wasn't until I actually opened the box and realized that it was broken. But after seeing this, I realized, this damage obviously came from the trap itself bouncing around in there. So very, very disappointing to see that. And not only, did it damage the front, but inside here, which you probably won't be able to see, the box is all kind of scarred up on the inside. So that's a little frustrating as well. And then if we take that off of there, hopefully maybe you can see this, where this is all like scarred and beat up here. So that's a little frustrating. And outside of the box, I thought, well, worst case scenario, I could take this plastic off and glue it if they weren't going to send me another one or something like that. Just get rid of that, glue that back together, still have a decent looking box. But then upon further investigation, moving that inside here in the front, there's this drawer that pulls out, and that's where your movies are. I don't know if it was the way it bounced around here. I cannot imagine that the trap could have caused this. I don't know how this could have happened, but taking this out, we see this is a little book with the movies in it, but all the corners are also beat up as well. So that is a little frustrating. And I guess, here we go. Let me get caught up here in a second. Yeah, it's very sad. It is very sad. Way up, dude. What's going on? Yeah, and it is a reverse bear trap. Yeah, very frustrating. Very frustrating. It does suck that it's broken, and it is very cool, but there's good news. There is good news on the horizon here. So the shipping department kind of failed. Yep. May have missed it, but where did you get that? This came from VIAVISION. They had an announcement on their website, a limited run, only 1,500 of these were being produced. And then, many of us reached out and request a review copy, and some people got them, some people didn't. But anyways, this came from VIAVISION down in Australia. Their website, they got some cool stuff on their website. So you want to check them out, if you're a movie collector and stuff, because Australia has some releases, some things that are different from what you can get in the United States. So they have some cool stuff down there. So you want to check them out. But if we take this out, and then you can, really see the damage on that box. So very frustrating. As a collector's item, you want these things to be in good shape. And now I can say, the box here, it's kind of like a booklet with the movies in it. This is fine. This came in great shape. All the movies were secured in there. You've got the first Saw. Then you've got another Saw. So you have one that's just a Blu-ray. I'm looking at myself over here. I should be talking to you. You have a 4K and you have a Blu-ray of the first Saw movie. Then you get a Blu-ray of Saw 2, a Blu-ray of Saw 3, Blu-ray of Saw 4, Blu-ray of Saw 5. Keep going. Blu-ray of Saw 6. You get a Blu-ray of Saw 3D. You get a Blu-ray of Jigsaw. And a 4K. So this is the 4K of Jigsaw, then a Blu-ray of Jigsaw, and then you get a 4K of Spiral and a Blu-ray of Spiral, and then a separate extra disc that is just special features. So this came in, looks good. This is nice. So I emailed them right after receiving it and opening it and being disappointed. And so what had happened, I set up my lights. I started filming an unboxing video here that I was going to put up this morning at 10 o'clock. Like I normally release a video on Wednesday at 10 a.m. And I started filming it last night, was opening it up, and all this, seeing it broken, seeing the box damage and stuff was very frustrating. So I stopped the video, proceeded to email VIAVISION. They got back to me pretty quick because obviously we know Australia is a few hours behind us. So they were still at work. They responded, and they asked me if I could send them some pictures, and I did. And then they responded today with an email saying that they're going to replace it. and they showed what they're doing differently as far as their packaging. The trap is going to be completely bubble wrapped inside the box, and so it should not be bouncing around in there at all. Hopefully this and I don't know, I haven't seen anybody else talk about this in their videos, but hopefully this does not happen here with the replacement as well. We shall see. So there will be another video to come, and again, it's coming from Australia, so it's probably going to take at least a couple weeks for it to show up, but once it comes, I will do another video on it. But again, it is a really, really cool set, and so I think maybe we should kind of take a close look at what all came with it. And everybody, appreciate y'all hanging out here with me tonight, just hanging out, having some fun. A little disappointing because this is such a cool item, and was, thinking more about where was I going to put it now versus thinking, we're going to have to wait for another one to show up. But, the idea, this is a really nice, it's like a velvet place where you base here for the trap. And well, you put the book with the movies back inside there, and then the front on. And so you would see it up on the shelf, and without the broken plastic here, it would look really nice sitting there. Or, I might even like display it like this. I don't know. But then at the same time, I don't want this getting all dusty. So I probably will leave it like this somewhere and find a good spot to put it in the background here. But, it is disappointing that this happened. And the thing is, there was obviously no malicious intent, or, we've seen other companies like lately Arrow taking a long time to get stuff shipped out. Even Amazon, people are having issues, which is funny because I have something to talk about from Amazon here as well. But people, and vinegar syndrome, people are ordering stuff off of vinegar, and it's taken forever to show up. So, there's been problems with other companies. Shout Factory has had issues, with greasy discs and all kinds of things. But I don't think, like, VIAVISION doesn't have that reputation of sending out, bad products. This is just one of those, like, shit happens kind of things. And the fact that they're so quick to work to resolve this issue and to make everybody happy, that speaks volumes for them, as a company. And a customer service, their customer service is amazing for them to get back so quickly and with a really great positive response that I think a lot of us wanted, because, nobody wanted to hear, well, sorry, suck it. Or anybody who paid for this didn't want to hear, well, you can have your money back, because, those of us that went out of our way to try and get one of these, we love Saw, and we wanted to have this as just an ultimate badass collector's item here that, hopefully someday, because of this, remember in the movie, this was on Shawnee Smith. This was the trap that was on Shawnee Smith. And so it would be really cool to get, maybe even on the plastic on the front, maybe get like Shawnee Smith and Tobin Bell's autograph, or maybe get them like down here, like a Tobin Bell and a Shawnee Smith, or somewhere on this. Would be really, really cool to get them to autograph it. And so you want it in really good shape. And so for the fact that they're replacing them is really cool. And Killer Care Bear says, so they are still available. Okay, that's pretty good, because they said it was 1,500, was a limited run of only 1,500. And I didn't look to see if they sold out. I know they had sold like over 1,000, but I didn't look to see if they had sold out. And I don't know now, maybe they're producing more to be able to correct this, or maybe they're just taking some of that original 1500 and reshipping those out. I don't know, but if you're a Saw fan, this is one of those items. It would be cool. It would be cool if they were all 4K, but the fact that you get the original Saw in 4K and the two most recent movies, Jigsaw and Spiral, in 4K is really cool. And now we know we have another Saw movie coming. We don't know anything about it yet, but it's a little disappointing that that's not part of this. But here's the thing: a franchise like Saw, are they ever going to stop making movies? I don't know, and I doubt it. So, at what point do you say, okay, when do we stop waiting for these movies to stop coming out and make a box set, or when do we buy the box set? To me, when you have a trap like this that looks so cool in this set, this is like a must-have for a Saw fan. And when it comes out, people reselling them for $450 to $500, and that's what I figured. I figured they were going to be hot items. But if you're a Saw fan, this is just something that you got to have. And to me, I love the Saw franchise, and credit where credit's due. I don't remember the year that I saw my first Saw movie. I know I did not watch it when it first came out. I just had a lot going on in life. I wasn't watching a lot of movies at the time, but Fluff was a fan, and so Fluff had talked about Saw being a good movie, and so I watched. Whenever I watched it at first, I don't remember. And I really loved the first Saw, and then after seeing the second and the third, and then realizing that those first three movies all took place at the same time, I was like, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. We haven't had a major horror franchise do something like that before, and I just absolutely loved it. The creativity with the different games that they had to play and the different traps and things like that were just brilliant. Tobin Bell is amazing. So I just absolutely love the Saw franchise, and it's, for me to pick a favorite of anything is very hard to do, but the Saw franchise is definitely in my top 2 or 3, if not my favorite franchise of all time. There are other movies that I like more than any one of the Saw movies, but if you take the whole franchise, the franchise as a whole, it is right up there with my favorites. So Antonis dropped in, say, "Hey, I'm sorry, not in the chat, watching Chucky, the newest episode tonight. Decent." Well, that's cool, Antonis. Very cool. Very cool. And hey, if I missed some of your comments, guys, I'm sorry. Rambling here quite a bit right now. OGP, do you think it's worth it to reach out to them and mention having a channel? Sounds like it pretty hit or miss. So you can reach out to them because they have other things that they send out, and you'll get a notification if you're getting screeners. You'll get notifications. If they put you on the list, you'll get notifications from time to time about different things that you can request. So it's worth it to reach out to VIAVISION if you have a YouTube channel and you can promote products for them. I don't know that they're going to ship out any more of these to screeners. I think this is a one and done kind of thing. So I don't know that being that it was only 1,500, and these I think the pre-sale went up in August or September. But I know I contacted them in September about it. And so it's been a while. But VIAVISION, just go on their website, find an email, reach out to them. That's what I would recommend. But the Saw movies are over now. Dead Recliner says, well, there's one more coming at least. We've got another one in the works with Tobin Bell. It's been announced. They've talked about it on IGN. They've talked about it. Well, it's got a page on IMDb. So I honestly believe that there is another Saw movie coming. I don't. All we had was Tobin Bell and no plot or anything. But it's supposed to be in the works. Maybe not in production, but at least in pre-production at this point. So it should be maybe not next year, if next year, late next year, or probably 2024. But there is another Saw movie coming at some point. And as always, this video brought to you by Diet Coke. Aside from the other day, a video was brought to you by eggnog, which I'm all out of eggnog right now. Or I definitely would be sipping on some eggnog. Maybe even some eggnog with some whiskey in it or something to help ease the pain of what I'm going through with this right now. But hey, the people over at VIAVISION were great. They were absolutely great. And they were like, okay, based on the pictures I sent them and what I told them and everything, they responded and they're like, we're going to replace that. Don't worry about it. And they even sent pictures of how they're packaging it and everything. So hopefully it shows up nice and safe. So we shall see with that, and here's the thing. A lot of times you might order something and it'll show up and you'll have a gigantic hole in the box or something. This did not. I mean, there's this little puncture thing here, but it didn't even go all the way through. And there's nothing here and nothing down there. I'm not showing you the other side because that's like, well, I'll show you. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's like the shipping stuff there. So I don't know. It you know how the mail is. They throw boxes around and everything. So that's, I'm sure, what happened where this got bounced around in there, inside the trap and unfortunately damaged it. But they're going to replace it, and so that's awful nice of them to just and to do it so quickly. So kudos to VIAVISION. And stuff happens. I told them in the email I was surprised that they didn't have like a twist tie or a zip tie or something around like the front and the back of the trap to hold it down, to keep it attached to that like velvet base. That would have prevented all this, and they would showed up, everybody would have been happy. And you think about it, if you go to a store and buy an action figure, any type of like bigger toy, any type of bigger collectible item, if it's not in a form like sculpted clear plastic, they always have like straps or ties or something holding the item down so it doesn't bounce around. And that's they kind of missed the bar with this by not having something like that. They would have never been dealing with this headache, and I'm sure it's a major headache from them because I've seen and heard that quite a few people are having issues with them. So it's disappointing, but I'm not mad at VIAVISION. Kudos to them for great customer service and everything. I just want to make sure that I put that out there, that they are taking care of this. They are working on getting good copies out there for everybody. But and here's the thing. I think anything that's shipped out after this, they are going to protect it really well. So I would not worry. If you want one, if you're going to buy one, I wouldn't worry about it showing up damaged, because they are, they have sent me pictures of the way they're going to ship it out, and it looks pretty solid. In fact, maybe I'll see if I can pull up. I don't want to pull up, the email because of like some of the like personal communication with it and stuff, but I'll see if I can pull up one of the pictures, the way that they showed how they're going to protect it during shipping. Let me see if I can open this up real quick here. Where'd it go? Well, here it is. Why is the picture not opening? Well, maybe I got to do that. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, this is the one here we want to open up. Okay. So now let me see if I can share this screen, and I'll show you. This is the picture that they actually sent me, the way it's going to be shipped for replacements, and I would imagine just in general, anybody that orders one, they're probably going to show up looking like this. Voila, right there. So you can see it's very heavily bubble wrapped. It'll be placed inside the box there. So if it does move around, it should be fine. And, hopefully it would be nice too if they did something to strap it down in place. But putting bubble wrap around it should do the job. It should. So we shall see. But, again, kudos to them for putting in the effort to make it right. So yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, but all in good time. this, obviously we're all going to get them. We're going to put them on our shelf, and that's that. We're going to look at them. So, it's nice, and you hate waiting, especially if you were buying it for a gift for somebody. But, for those of us that are hoarders and going to put it on our shelf, it's all right. We'll be fine waiting another couple weeks to get another one. Ortega, off topic, but I thought the cereal you see in Terrifier 2, thinking it actually came with cereal. It's just the box. You bought the cereal you see in Terrifier 2, think it actually came with cereal, but it's just a box. Well, that's messed up. Yeah, I mean, like, was there anything in it? Did it feel like it had weight, or did you order online or something? I didn't know you could do that. Terrifier 2, it was an okay movie. In my opinion, it was way too long. If they shortened it up quite a bit, I would have really been happy with it. There was some goofiness, like the arguing in the car when they're driving in the car. It just like arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like just get to the point. We understand. The audience understands you're mad at each other. We get it, but they just kept like arguing, and it was like, okay, we understand, move on. So that was kind of frustrating. The dream with the dream sequence stuff was like went on forever and dragged, and then like I'm dead, I'm not dead, I'm dead, I'm not dead, I'm dead, I'm not dead. Like, wow, did that go on forever? So there were some things that just really dragged with Terrifier 2. And because of that, like I rate, I don't know, I'm feeling right now, it's middle of the road. It's not good. It's not bad. It was just way too long. Could have been a lot better if they just shortened it up. So as far as buying any type of collectibles or anything like that for it, I haven't looked into it because it wouldn't be anything I'd be interested in. But yeah, that's kind of funny that they would sell it and not have cereal in it. Yeah, just even put like some generic whatever, something in there. A Way Up, dude. We got a joke. Here we go. This is great. Because it's not Monday night, and Way Up Dude is still coming through with the comedy here. So let's see. The doctor walks in and says, I have some bad news. I'm afraid you're going to have to stop masturbating. I don't understand, Doc, the patient says. Why? Because, the doctor says, I'm trying to examine you. That's pretty good. It could have been worded a little bit better execution wise, but that's pretty damn funny. That is pretty damn funny. Very good joke there, Way Up Dude. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. There's a wording error at the bottom that say channel members, and it still say, are you ready for Halloween? Oh, boop. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see nothing at the bottom. My bad. Yeah. Yep. Well, hey, are you ready for Halloween? We're all getting ready for Halloween next year, right? I mean, it's we're preparing for Halloween of 2023. That's what we're doing, right? There you go. Appreciate that. Hey, tonight I kind of threw this together like really quick, and it's believe it or not, when you go live, you can't just walk in, turn on the computer, and poof, you go. You got to get a thumbnail together. You have to get the upload, where you're going to, and all that stuff. So it takes a little bit of effort to get one of these videos going. You could always, I guess, just go and not have any tags or anything, so people wouldn't be able to find you and all that, but to get it going properly, it takes a few minutes. And so, but I was trying to rush and trying to get it, get up, the stream before it got too late and everybody was already in bed. So forgive me for that. But yeah, hey, we're getting ready for Halloween 2023. All right. The keep me bringing you fun content. All right, I'm missing something there. Play a lot of games, but what's up? How you doing tonight? Play a lot of games. Appreciate the looking out for me there as I'm looking like a doofus with Halloween stuff going by. Let's see. You were looking for Terrifier 2 stuff, stumbled upon a website that's ran by creators only because there's a meet and greet with David in December. Oh, that's cool. Okay, nice. Where is the meet and greet like a special event somewhere, Ortega? Or is it going to be like at LA Comic Con or Season Screaming or something like that? Was it $50 for a box of that cereal? Woo, that's insane. The episode is over now. Can't believe the next week season 2 finale. Wow. Okay. Wow. Already, I am so far behind with TV shows in general. I haven't even started watching Chucky yet. Doing a live stream on Friday about Terrifier 2. Feels free to swing by. I'll look out for it Friday night. Well, actually, Friday night, I'm going to be at that Severin event, the Severin double feature with Master Chaos and our buddy Jeff, who directed the 1989 movie Elves. So I will be there. Unfortunately, I'm guessing that's probably your live stream's probably going to take place during that double feature because it starts 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. And I'm expecting to probably get out of it after 10 o'clock at night and or thereabouts. And then after driving home from all that and everything, it's going to be close to midnight before I can turn on. But I'll check out. I'll like watch the replay of it if I can't drop in at least watch it live and stuff for sure. Mr. Bones, what up, Mr. Bones? Well, I saw this coming, and so you must have jumped in a little bit late. So the Saw Ultimate Collection, we were just talking about it, and for anybody who's jumped on the show a little bit late, brief explanation: the Saw Ultimate Collection box sets with the trap are coming in damaged. And many people in the United States that got these received them damaged. And so not only is this beat up because this wasn't secured, and so it bounced around during shipping. And not only that, but pieces of it are breaking off. So that was a little disappointing, a little frustrating. And that's why you didn't just get a typical unboxing video from me this morning. That's why I'm doing this instead. But the good people over at VIAVISION are replacing the. I don't know if they're just sending a whole new item or they're replacing all the pieces of it that were damaged. But like so this is obviously broken and damaged. The velvet thing that it sits on is all beat up, and that's damaged. And then inside here, because of the bouncing around, all the corners are damaged as well. So I would imagine they're probably just going to send an entire new one. Maybe they won't send the movies again. I don't know. But anyways, the movies actually in this little booklet showed up just fine. And so this was the Saw Ultimate Collection with the trap here. And it is like plastic. I don't know if this is like if they 3D printed it or just had a mold or whatever they were doing. Probably had a mold. 3D printing would have taken forever to do 1,500 of these. But it was disappointing because this was like a really cool item. And, to open it up and have it broken, I was like, man, that sucks. But VIAVISION is sending out replacements, and they're bubble wrapping them. And we're very excited to get the replacements at some point down the road. But people are opening them, and I am not the only one. Many people in the United States got them in pretty rough shape, but not VIAVISION's fault. I can't imagine whoever actually created this, because VIAVISION, they're probably, don't have a press in their back room where they're doing this. They have a company that would manufacture this stuff. That company should have had something around here, like securing the trap to this like velvet base here. And that would have prevented all these problems. So that's a little unfortunate. But that's what I saw coming in the mail yesterday. I was so excited about it when I opened up that box and just saw this on top. And you can see even here, this is a little goofed too, but I didn't bother complaining to them about this because they're obviously replacing the top here. Whoops. Because of the front being damaged. So they said they were sending replacements. I don't know if that means they're replacing the entire thing or replacing the damaged parts. We'll see. But that's what we're here talking about tonight. And I got a movie in from WELLGOUSA, which I'll talk about again here in just a moment. But we've got a couple more comments to get caught up on here a little bit. Totally agree with you about Terrifier 2. But I seen it the same day I watched Halloween, and I watched Halloween first, and I have to say Terrifier literally saved your night. Gloom Bloom, I get that. I understand. After watching an hour and a half of the Corey, whatever his last name was, very frustrating. And no, that Halloween was just it was so far off the rails that Terrifier 2 compared to that was way, 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 way better. So yeah, I get that. As far as comparing those two movies, definitely Gloom Bloom. I'm right there with you. It just was too long for me. It just really was. Thank you for the great videos. Have a great night, Sean. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. And thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. And everybody here. Like I said, I apologize if I haven't got to, or if I missed some of your comments and stuff. Just, been rambling about this stuff and kind of talking. xAmyCakeyx, what's up, Amy? How you doing tonight? Yes, I'm live. I was going to have a video this morning of unboxing this Saw box set, but that did not pan out, obviously, because of the damage and me having an email VIAVISION about it. But they were so quick, got back to me, and they already are in the works of shipping replacements. So good on VIAVISION, and shit happens, so I can't be mad at them. Nocturno, what's up? What's up, Nocturno? The dream sequence was way too long. Yep, I agree totally. It's at the Halloween Depot. Oh, the the Terrifier 2, or the Terrifier. David, he plays like the Art the Clown guy, right? So he's going to be signing at Halloween Depot. That's cool. Give it to you, Shield. I'm what? Shield, I'm so wet. Give it to me now. She could scream all she wanted, but I was keeping the umbrella. So the battle continues between jokesters. So we've got we got Killer Care Bear coming back in force. At first, I wasn't sure we were going with the joke there. I was like, where are we going with this? And so we've got Killer Care Bear coming back with the jokes in competition with Way Up Dude. That's hilarious. That is so funny. Does the Ultimate Saw Collection include Spiral? Yes, it does. Yes, a 4K and a Blu-ray of Spiral. Yep. So I saw two other people show theirs was damaged. Yeah, and that's Mr. Bones. I've heard several people, a lot of people that got them that were in the United States. They are showing up damaged. A little bummer. But at least they're taking care of it. They are taking care of it. And Jessie Torres, Halloween is year round. You are correct about that. Yep. Are you going to be attending that Creep It Real pop-up? That is a good question. That is a good question. So that week, I have another event going on that I don't know if I could talk about yet or not, but it's another like presser kind of thing. And then, the following weekend, you've got Season Screamings, which I'll be at Saturday, and then Sunday I should be at LA Comic-Con, which I already got my pass for LA Comic-Con. Guaranteed I'll be there. The pass is good all weekend long, so I'm not sure if I'll be there Friday night because I won't be at Season Screamings. I don't even know if Season Screamings does Friday, but Friday night I might be at LA Comic-Con, but Saturday I will be at Season Screamings. Sunday probably back at LA Comic-Con. Should be there with Wet Movie 1 on Sunday at LA Comic-Con. But I'm not sure if Wet Movie 1 is going to be able to get the day off to go on Saturday to Season Screamings or not. So he might not be there. But because of those two events and that other event that I've got going on, I want to go to the Creep It Real festive. I do want to go to that, but I cannot tell you for certainty that I will or will not be there yet. Bummer about the shipping, but good to hear they're covering it. Yeah, no, Jesse, they're good on them for taking good care of everybody. Yeah. Anthony, what's up? Oh, 615 subs on the channel. Nice. I think that's a few more than last time. Very cool. How weird hearing some bad things about the restoration of the new planes, trains, and automobiles. Uh-oh. Hope it's not true. That's your Thanksgiving movie. Always watch it. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that yet. But yeah, hopefully you are correct. Hopefully, or hopefully not you are correct. Hopefully what you're hearing is like a limited, like isolated thing, and it's not like, across the board. But that's a bummer. But I mean, if it's a bad restoration, I guess that wouldn't be like because of the print. That would just be a bad probably copy, so they would all stink. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully you get to watch it and you're like, okay, this isn't that bad. But 4Ks, everybody says like, oh, a lot of times they're darker or they're this or they're that or whatever. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Or you're going to be at LA Comic Con on Sunday. Okay, cool. Well, I should be seeing you there because I believe that's the day What Movie One and I will be there. And like I said, I don't think he's going to be at Season Screamings, but I will be there at Season Screamings on Saturday. So yeah, we'll have to look out for each other there at LA Comic Con. So, but also I talked about this a little bit earlier. Oh, well, you know what? So I talked about Alienoid. I'm very much looking forward to this. Friends at WELLGOUSA sent me a copy of this. I had hoped, because usually they send me two, and I had hoped that I was going to get two of these, one to give away, but I'm going to have to check this out. If it's not as good as I think, because I mean, if it's that good, like I'm gonna want to keep it in my collection. But if I watch it and I'm like, then maybe I'll send it out to one of you, and that way you can watch it and decide for yourself what your thoughts on it are. But another thing, oh look, Sean, what's up, Sean SKR? How you doing tonight? Antonis just watched Plane, Trains, Automobiles the other night. Love that movie. John Candy does not keep quiet in it. Yet no, it's a classic. That is a classic comedy right there. Deborah Kleiner only got 27 subs on YouTube channel, still new on YouTube. Yeah, hey, you got to keep at it, and you got to keep putting yourself out there, and getting to meet other people, especially if your YouTube channel is targeting a certain audience, like you're targeting people who love collecting movies and things like that, then you got to be active and involved in the community, get to know people, and get them coming over and checking your stuff out. So you gotta keep it up. It takes a long time to build up subscribers. So got to be patient, got to keep the content coming. That's what, I took some long breaks from YouTube for a while, and I regret it. I really regret it, because if I didn't, I would have maintained more of a base, and I'd have a lot more subscribers than I do right now. But here's the thing, everybody that is subscribed and watching, everybody, I love you all very much, and just appreciate the time and hanging out and chatting, talking movies or talking whatever we're talking. But if you're trying to grow your channel and you're really trying to grow it, it takes a long time. You got to be patient. You got to keep that content coming. But somebody mentioned this, and if whoever's watching right now, if you were the one that mentioned this, I can't remember who did. But somebody mentioned that they found Midsummer on Blu-ray on Amazon for $4, brand new for $4. And so I was like, oh no way. I went and checked it out, and sure enough. And so I ordered a copy. And then after I ordered it, they're like, yeah, it's delayed. You're not going to get it till December, like 2nd or something. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer, but whatever, I'll get it when I get it. But for $4, you can't really complain that much to have to wait a month. But it showed up yesterday. No, today. It showed up today, as a matter of fact. So I got Midsummer on Blu-ray. I did not own a copy. This is one that I'd been wanting to get, but I was like, I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. I've heard like drags. pacing issues, stuff like that. So I didn't want to spend too much money on it. But when I saw it for $4, I was like, I got to get a copy of that. And this was like before any of the Black Friday sales started happening. But this is definitely one of those horror movies that if you're a real diehard horror movie collector, definitely one that you should have in your collection here. So pick that up for $4 on Amazon there. So anyways, yeah, that's really what I want to talk about tonight was this Saw collection, which is a bummer. It's a big bummer, but hey, they're sending replacements. So, I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. Good on VIAVISION for taking care of us. Does the Ultimate Saw collection have new behind the scenes content on the back? So I don't know. I haven't watched any of it yet because, like I said, it just showed up yesterday, and I was trying to do an unboxing, and when it was damaged, I stopped the press. I don't know, but it has in the very back, the last disc here says bonus special features, and so it's got stuff from Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, 5, 6, and so on. Whether it is new or whether it is just stuff that we've already seen, I don't know. That I don't know. It doesn't say here that anything is new or unique to this particular copy. So I can't answer that. It did come with this little insert here. I want to play a game. The rules are simple. Inside this collectible special edition box set are 13 discs. Every film loaded with bonus features. How far will you go to put the pieces of puzzle together? Let the game begin. It still doesn't say anything is new. Let's see. Plus a bonus Blu-ray disc packed with special features, including cast and crew interviews, behind the scenes featurettes, photo galleries, and more. So it says it's got a lot of stuff, but it's not saying that anything is new. So that it might be all the same special features that were already on the other Saw, the other copies that you could have gotten. So I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what, I am excited. I am very much excited to check out the original Saw movie in 4K, which is one of the discs here. So I'll be looking at that here sooner than later. But frustrating, but it is what it is. We will live. We will live. You subbed to the Dev Recliner. Very cool. That's what we do. That's what we do. Nothing but love, spreading the love and getting to know each other and hanging out and, talking movies. That's what we're doing. Have you checked out X yet? What did you think? Also just watched Where the Crawdads Sing. I'll watch anything with Daisy Edgar Jones. Do you have a favorite actress? So DGO, I love X. I thought X was amazing. It is close to the most complete and perfect horror movie in years. It is so good. You had a little bit of goofiness, not too much that it was over the top and made it like a horror comedy or anything. You had the kind of campy vibe with the people, going, out together to do something all in a little group. You had that Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of feel because it was, supposedly filmed like 40 years ago, or, supposedly took place 40 years ago, like in Texas, like in the, backwoods or whatever. And so you had that. You had different characters, some likable, some not likable, some likable, and then they piss you off. So it had a lot of good elements there. And then the kills were all different, were all creative, and were all fun. And some were hysterical and like blood spraying everywhere. You got the right amount of blood. It just so creative, so great. I absolutely love X. I have not seen Pearl yet. I need to watch Pearl still, but I definitely love X. That is a great movie. And my favorite actress. I have a hard time picking. I always say this. I have a hard time picking favorites of anything. But as far as actors in general, my all-time favorites are Anthony Hopkins, Denzel Washington, Um, drawing a blank right now. Drawing a blank. Jack Nicholson. Matt Damon was up there. Man, Matt Damon was up there. He wasn't on the level of Anthony Hopkins, Jack Nicholson, or Denzel, but he was up there. And man, after seeing him in that Unsane movie, he definitely fell down a few rungs. But as far as like actress, that's a tough question. I'd have to start thinking about movies that I seen with actresses, or I don't really, I never really gave too much thought to like favorite actors or actresses. You know, I absolutely just love Silence of the Lambs, and I love The Shining. So those, the Anthony Hopkins and Jack Nicholson are just kind of glaring for me. But yeah, I don't know. Think about that. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll have to get back to you. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough question. It's a good question, tough question. So let's see, Antonis. I have to buy that Saw collection. A huge fan of behind the scenes when it comes to showing off. Showing how the deaths were pulled off. Yeah, no. It's a great collection. Get ready to spend some cash. It's over $200, but and then shipping from Australia is like another $50. So get ready. But it is very cool. If you're a diehard Saw fan, you definitely got to get it. Carnage, Justin, what is up, dude? What's going on? What do you think of the sequel to The Shining? So, yeah, Dr. Sleep. So, as a standalone movie, Dr. Sleep was a good movie. I do not like it as a sequel to The Shining. First of all, I like the actress that played, like Shelley Duvall's role. Like she kind of looked like Shelley Duvall, which they needed to do. But she was good. I liked her. I was happy with her. The little kid, though, that played Danny Torrance, I wanted to sock him the entire time as he's, because at the beginning of Dr. Sleep, you see the kind of like flashback to, the time when, The Shining, was happening. The original film was happening. And so they obviously had to get replacement actors for Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, and the kid that played Danny. That kid, he's riding around on his big wheel in the hotel in Dr. Sleep, and he's got like this smirk on his face, almost like he's about to smile or something, or like this little arrogant smirk on his face that pissed me off. Because Danny Torrance is a very traumatized and troubled child. And so for him not to have this either blank stare or almost a sadness on his face was frustrating. And this kid did not have sadness on his face at all. He tried to have like a blank stare, but no, he had this smirk that pissed me off. So that bugged me. As far as the storyline, it was like, I mean, how many versions of Stranger Things do we need where we have to have teenagers involved in like supernatural kind of, stuff? And that's where, when this became a movie about, the teenage girl, in conjunction with, the grown-up Danny, it was okay. It was fine. But as far as a sequel to The Shining, I did not like it. If it was just a standalone movie, I would have been fine. I would have been fine with that. But hey, this is, when Stephen King wrote it that way, it's on Stephen King. Now, the director failed in letting the little actor with his smug ass attitude ride around on the big wheel with a smirk on his face. And that just, it bugged me. Anyways, I thought it was a good movie. I just hated it as a sequel to The Shining. Crispin Glover, okay, great actor. Yeah. Thoughts on Hannibal movie, Kill a Camera. So I love The Shining and Silence of the Lambs. Those are my two. Absolutely love those two movies. And I think Silence of the Lambs is my number one favorite movie of all time. But I love everything Hannibal. So I know a lot of people did not like it, but Hannibal Rising I thought was amazing. getting the backstory of how and why Hannibal became who he was. I absolutely loved it. But Red Dragon, Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Rising, I love them all. They're all great. And even, so in the TV show, at first I was like, man, I started watching it and I was like, okay, Brian Cox we had in Manhunter. And then, for the rest of the movies as an adult, we had Anthony Hopkins. We didn't have either of them in Hannibal Rising. But to me, it was like, if I wasn't getting Brian Cox or I wasn't getting Anthony Hopkins, the Hannibal TV show, I was like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And so I started watching it. I turned it off. And eventually I went back and I was like, I need to watch this. And I fell in love with Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen is a phenomenal actor. He did a great job as Hannibal, and I wound up loving that TV show. And I was so disappointed when it didn't get picked up for a fourth season. I think they did 3 seasons. So I would love to see that picked up again, and like give us more of the TV show, even if it's after, put Hannibal on the run. He's on the run. Let's, give us that I would be fine with that. Whatever we're gonna do, just give me more. And Mads Mikkelsen was great. And not to knock Mads Mikkelsen at all, but to me, my favorite. Anthony Hopkins is. I just love him as as Hannibal. So he's my favorite Hannibal. And then I think even so, as far as my Hannibal Lecter actors, I would say Anthony Hopkins is my first favorite. Mads would be second, and then Brian Cox, fell down to third, because of the great job that Mads Mikkelsen did. So let's see. Mike Flanagan has been killing it lately. Okay, yep, cannot argue with you there. There's a 5th Hannibal movie called Manhunter. So Antonis, Manhunter actually came out before any of the other Hannibal movies. It came out before Silence of the Lambs. And so and that was the Manhunter movie was with Brian Cox. So that came out. Then later on we got Silence of the Lambs, which was, Hannibal, but it was a different story than Manhunter. But Manhunter was Red Dragon. Manhunter is the same story as like Red Dragon. And then, you've also got the Hannibal movie with Ray Liotta. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. But that was great. The end where his head's cut off on top and they're like cutting pieces of his brain out. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. But yeah, I love those. Love those movies. So True standalone movie. Doctor Strange was good. Meant Doctor Sleep, huh? I forgot it was even the sequel. Yeah, definitely different than the original. Yeah. No, and here's the thing. By the end of the original, we kind of understand that The Shining was this ability to communicate with the dead, or whatever, whatever you want to classify that as, their ability to see ghosts, to communicate with the dead, and that type of stuff. That was The Shining. So for Danny to grow up and have The Shining kind of like his dad did, you can accept that. That's fine. But then we find out some unrelated girl had The Shining also. Okay, fine. Okay, there's no harm, no foul with that. But then the way they're almost able to just have conversations with each other, I wasn't digging it. Because everybody else that they talked to, that they communicated with between The Shining and Doctor Strange or Doctor Sleep, were dead people. And so for the 2 people that are alive to communicate with each other, it wasn't my thing. But also it just became more about the teenager than it became about Dr. Sleep, aka Danny Torrance. And so that was a little frustrating for me. But still a decent movie. Just I hate the idea that it's a sequel. The main actor on Hannibal Rising died in a ski accident in January. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. It was a great movie. Here's the thing. That movie's, it's old now. It's been out for a long, long time. And so you know, he's obviously old or anything, so it's not like we were going to get him in another Hannibal movie or anything. But anytime, you know, anybody dies, and it tragically, it is very sad. But you know, the idea that, you know, a person in a franchise or a movie or something that you really love, finding out something, you know, bad happened to them, it's sad. That is sad. That sucks. That's a bummer. Um, and let's see here. I wanted to. I think there was some comments here that I missed, and so, and I apologize. Like I said, I've been rambling, um, quite a bit here, and so I'm sure I've missed more comments and stuff than I've noticed. So I apologize about that. And Sean, yeah, hey everybody, yeah, if you would, it's been a while since we talked about that. If you would, everybody, if you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up button. Really helps the channel and the algorithms, and helps us you know, grow the channel and all that. So if you would hit that thumbs up button and all that, I'd really appreciate it and all that. Did you know the scene where Buffalo Bill lures the girl into his van with the fake injured arm is really based on Ted Bundy and how he used to wear a sling to get women? I didn't know that that was based off of anything. I mean, that scene, you know, and that stuff, it was very, you know, like serial killers, they a lot of them operate very similarly, and I did not know that. You know, if that's, you know, accurate, I had no idea. But it's not surprising. But you know, I did think, you know, I love the scene. It's a very creative, great scene. You know, and the actors are so good. Absolutely loved it. But I did not know that. No. Love the TV show Hannibal. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It took me a while to get into it, but it was great. Dr. Sleep, the little boy who gets killed, little boy who gets killed, that scene. Yeah, you know what? I've only watched Dr. Sleep once, and so I know, like, you know, like few people died in it and stuff. You know, but I don't remember offhand, because like I said, I only seen it once, and it was like right after it first came out. Yeah, Ray Liotta. Yep, bummer. Okay. Oh, so the scene where the little boy gets killed, it was so good. Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch it again, and I probably should. Maybe I'll have a different vibe of it if watching it again. Saddest scene of Doctor Sleep is a baseball boy's death. So heartbreaking. Oh, so is Antonis is like, oh, that was heartbreaking, and Deborah Klein was like, so good. But I mean, it can be good and heartbreaking at the same time. Goodfellas or Casino, that's another tough call there. But I think Goodfellas gets a slight edge. I think Goodfellas gets the slight edge. Casino, absolutely love Casino. Love Vegas and all the you know, the mob history and all that stuff there. Um, but Goodfellas, just that story and the cast and everything. And I know there was, you know, a lot of the cast, Casino and Goodfellas was the same. But I think, you know, to me, I think a lot of people, and like Dead Recliner says, Goodfellas for sure. I think a lot of people are going to say Goodfellas is a clear, you know, winner between Goodfellas or Casino. For me, it's a lot closer. It's a lot closer. Casino is so good, you know, and maybe it is because I'm in Vegas like every other weekend or something. But I absolutely love Casino. It is so good, you know, and the cast is so great as well. So to me, they're closer than a lot of people put them for me personally. But I understand why you know, the people lean toward Goodfellas. F, Mary Kill, Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Um, oh, I see. Okay, so we're fuck, Mary, or kill. Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Well, out of those three, if you have to kill one, I hate to say it because they're all, I love them all, but if you have to kill one, you're killing Sons. You're killing Sons. And You got to marry the Sopranos because that's to me the greatest show of all time, and a lot of that is because it's the one that really the pioneer of all these great cutting edge TV shows, and then yeah, Breaking Bad. You got to bone Breaking Bad, yeah. But yeah, Sons of Anarchy on those three. You know, my it would go Sopranos, Breaking Bad, then Sons will be the third on that for sure. Yeah. That's like asking him Silence of the Lambs or The Shining. Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. It really is. But you know, but I can tell you, Sopranos and Breaking Bad are definitely heads and toes above Sons of Anarchy. I love Sons of Anarchy. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But Sopranos and Breaking Bad are better. Hey, big fan of your channel. Your friend Cool Duder is your favorite YouTuber. Rock on, Adam. Very nice. Well, that's cool. Hey, man. You know, Cool Duder been putting out great content for years and years and years. So that's very cool. But thanks for hanging out and chilling with us as we talk movies and stuff. Robert De Niro in Casino was amazing. Yeah, no, dude, just I mean, like gangster, like De Niro, because so Joe Pesci was like that off the hinges, you know, like just crazy fireball. You never knew what to expect. Just wild guy. But De Niro was always the cool, like low key, like, all right, we're talking, but I'm really gonna fuck you up. De Niro just had that like presence, and even more so than like Pacino, because like in like going back to like the Godfather movies, Pacino, you remember in the the first one, he was younger, kind of figuring out what the family business really was all about and all that, and then losing his father, puts him over the edge, and he goes, and becomes the boss of the family and stuff. And in the second one, it's such a wild ride with their like the house there on the lake, getting shot up and all that stuff, um losing his wife, all the different things he's going through. It's a wild ride for him where he's not really just that cool, calm, collected guy like De Niro is in Casino and stuff. And he's just, man, like when he comes out, and like when Sinistalker and I went to that location where he comes out of that casino at the beginning of Casino, he comes walking out, he opens the door, comes out, gets in the car, and the car blows up. Man, just just how cool was that scene? Just so cool, so cool. Have you seen the horror movies Run and The Dark and The Wicked from 2020? No, I don't think I've seen those. A lot of newer horror movies, unless they're like big releases or something, I haven't seen them. It's just too many coming out. You love Breaking Bad, so good. Yeah, no, Breaking Bad. See, and the thing is, Breaking Bad to me, it's like if I look at Sopranos, then we got the movie afterwards, and so that's all part of Sopranos. Where I look at Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and El Camino and Breaking Bad, all of those three entities make up that Breaking Bad universe, and it's just epic. Like all those total of like 10 or 11 seasons that we got of it, just so good, so good. Absolutely love Breaking Bad. Agreed. Sopranos rocks. Your second favorite show. Nice. Well, Adam, what's your favorite then? If it's your second, and then what is your absolute favorite? I'm a Romano. I'm a Romano, like Ray Romano. Let's see. Al Pacino. Okay, yeah. Ozarks and Boardwalk Empire are two underrated series. Have you watched either? DGO, I have watched both, and I absolutely love them both. Boardwalk Empire pissed me off because I did not feel like Nucky Thompson needed to die at the end. They could have done whatever with him, but it was getting too cliche. All these shows were ending because they were killing off the main character, and it frustrated me when they killed Nucky at the end. But absolutely love Boardwalk Empire, and Ozark is a great show too. Ozark is like my echelons or my levels of shows. Sopranos and Breaking Bad are right there at the top, and then next level you've got Sons of Anarchy, you've got Dexter, you've got Ozark, Boardwalk Empire's right there. All those are like they're just below the Sopranos and Breaking Bad. De Niro or Pacino? Oh, if I had to pick one, because of the resume, I'm going to go with De Niro. And I think De Niro's a better actor too. I think he is, like, as a real dude, De Niro's kind of a douchebag. You can't make all these movies about killing and then go be this anti-violence like activist guy or whatever. Like, you're making movies about whacking people, and then you're going to preach to us about like anti-violence. Like, bro, so on a real level, like De Niro like kind of rubs me the wrong way. But as far as an actor, I think he is a little bit better than Pacino. But yeah, it's a tough call. It's a tough call there too. Yeah. Well, Antonis, that's something you could talk to Cool Duder about. Peaky Blinder, another really good show. So Carnage, I started watching Peaky Blinders, and it's just one that, like, at the beginning I couldn't really get into it, but then I went back to it a while later and started watching it, and I was like, okay, this is good. I'm starting to get into it. Kind of like Gangs of New York. The Gangs of New York at first was like, I wasn't really feeling it, but as the movie went on, it was like better and better and better. But I haven't caught up on Peaky Blinders, which someday I'd like to get there. Scarface, favorite Al Pacino movie. Scarface is a great choice. It is not my favorite Pacino movie, but it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Scarface is one of those movies where I'm like, can we cast a Latino for that role? Being, like, do we need to go with the Italian guy? And they're talking about making another Scarface movie with, like a black actor. There's nothing wrong with that, but the story is about a Latino guy. So why could we not, make him, or Hispanic, whatever you want to call him, why could we not, pick an actor? There's so many great actors there. And don't get me wrong, love me some Pacino, but that probably not my favorite movie of his, but it was a great movie. And I mean, one of the ultimate classic movie lines of all time in Say Hello to My Little Friend. I think everybody's probably quoted that at some point or another. If you're a fan of, mafia type movies. X-Files is your favorite show mainly because you've been watching it for longer than Sopranos. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, X-Files, good stuff. Yeah, that's a good choice. Where would you rank Jack Nicholson in terms of greatest actors ever? You see, greatest actors ever, that is so hard. That's so hard to say, like, greatest actors ever, because, man, there's a lot of great actors. But Nicholson's up there because of the variety of his work, the spectrum of different things that he's done. Personally, he is in my top five. But it's so hard when you say, like, all actors ever. That is very tough. Denzel Washington, your favorite actor? No, and I love Denzel. Denzel's in my top five as well. If I had to pick one right now, favorite actor would probably be Anthony Hopkins. And then, but in my top five, you could say, like, and I love James Gandolfini. It is so tragic him passing. Some of his other movies that he did, and I'm drawing a blank, but he did the one where it was kind of took place like on the Jersey seashore. And then there was another one where he was in a movie with what's her name, the girl that played Elaine on Seinfeld. Some of his other, like, violent movies, he is so good. But Denzel, Anthony Hopkins, Jack Nicholson, Gandolfini. Yeah, tough call after that. It's so hard. It's so hard to pick. Yeah. Your favorite actor is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is great too. Your favorite role is Jack Sparrow. My favorite Johnny Depp role is right over there. Remember that time when he was on somewhere near Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold? Right there. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Love that movie. Absolutely love it. But hey, he is amazing as Captain Jack Sparrow. Absolutely amazing. Training Day, great movie. Absolutely love Training Day. I don't know that it's my favorite Denzel movie. I love the first Equalizer, but also I love American Gangster. Training Day is great. There's a lot of great Denzel movies, a lot of them. Hard to pick. I love All Races, but I feel it's disappointing when they cast Asians for Native Americans when there's so many Native people that miss out on opportunity. No, Killer Caber, you're right. You're right. It is. You know, here's the thing. If an actor comes in and auditions and they nail the role, they should cast whoever nails that role. It doesn't matter what their ethnicity is. But to me, if I'm looking to cast a Latin kingpin, I'm going to kind of be looking at Latinos. If I'm looking to cast Native Americans, I'm going to be looking at Native Americans. But if somebody else comes in and blows them out of the water and deserves the role, then they deserve the role. Unfortunately, it's just not the way it works really in Hollywood anymore, because it's, they have like criteria to make sure they're not going to offend anybody and all that. So it's Hollywood's a very goofy place right now. Pardon me, I had to get the Diet Coke going there. Fringe is very good. Yes. Greed Puller. Do you like the movie with Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins? Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins. What movie? Trying to figure out. Or Legends of the Fall or Meet Joe Black. Are you talking about Meet Joe Black? Meet Joe Black is a good movie. I like Meet Joe Black. James Gandolfini was in a movie called The Mexican with Julie. Yes. And that was like his role in that movie was hysterical. Like I really enjoyed that. Also, James Gandolfini. What else? He was in. Gosh, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look up the name of this movie that he was in, and I'm gonna kick myself because I should know it. Gandolfini was so good in The Drop. The Drop was amazing. Love that movie. And if you've never seen Nicky Deuce, it is a cheesy, almost like Nickelodeon-esque mob kind of thing. But it's got so many famous faces from mob stuff. Nicky Deuce is funny. Killing Them Softly. Great, absolute great movie, Killing Them Softly. And what is that movie that I'm thinking of? It wasn't there. The Mexican, Whole New Day, 8mm, Civil Action. Man, there's so many good ones. Perdita Durango. Why did I forget that? James Gandolfini in Perdita Durango is amazing. And if you've never seen Perdita Durango, you need to get a copy. It is so good. Severin had it, probably still does, 4K, and I bought it. One of those conventions I was at with Master Chaos and Wet Movie 1. But where's Perdita? Oh, here it is. This movie right here, Perdita Durango. If you haven't seen this, absolute must. This is like maybe one of the funniest damn movies of all time. It is so funny for being like a horror action movie. So this is the one, Rosie Perez and Javier Bardem. They're like driving in a van. They got these teenage, a white kid and his girlfriend tied up in the back behind him, and they're going along like dancing to the music, to the Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, and they're just dancing and having fun, and the kids in the back are knowing they're going to die, and so they're freaking out. It is absolutely hysterical. But James Gandolfini's character in it, he takes ass whooping after ass whooping after ass whooping in this, and he just keeps coming and coming and coming. But Perdita Durango is absolutely a must own for any collector. It is so good. Let's see here. Trying to get caught up. I like ranking actors in their respective movies, not just best overall actor. Sometimes they're amazing in some movies and not as good as others. No, and El Shadow, you are 100% correct. There's times where you're like, Matt Damon, for example. Love love me some Jason Bourne. But what the fuck was going on with Unsane? I don't know what the hell he was doing being in that movie. That Unsane movie is just a disaster. Carnage for Justice movie called Legend of the Fall. Oh, Legend of the Fall. Yeah. Legends of the Fall, man. Let me I'd have to read it. Where'd it go? I just saw it here. Anyways, I don't want to get too like reading stuff and be boring and everything, but love James Gandolfini and Brad Pitt too. Brad Pitt is a great actor. Do you know any movies where a woman gets revenge because she was brutalized? Yes. What is that movie called? There is, gosh, we talked about it recently on Mastercast channel. One of the videos during the sales. It was one that either Severin, was it Severin or Vinegar Syndrome? One of them came out with them. There's a movie, and I don't remember the name of it offhand, but it is a movie where, gosh, and then there's a few. There are a few, but I can't think of the names offhand. But they're like Severin and Vinegar Syndrome releases. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Oh yeah. Fight Club. You know what? Fight Club just didn't do much for me. Fight Club just, I don't know why, but I was not a big fan of Fight Club. Meet Joe Black. Yeah. Good movie. The Secret Window with Johnny Depp is a good movie. Yeah. Fight Club was Edward Norton and Brad Pitt. Yeah. No, and Fight Club, like I get it, but that one to me was just way too long. Way too long. That one of your favorites of all time is Meet Joe Black. Is that what we're talking about? Or Fight Club? Meryl Streep, no question, best actress. Yeah, Meryl Streep is great. She is great. She's been a lot of good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Picking a favorite actress, that's one I really have to think about. Seven is a great movie. Seven is absolutely great. Yeah. Have you seen Team America? It's a puppet movie. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. What happened to Fat Samurai Guy? He's still around. I don't know what's up. I haven't seen what he's been releasing video wise lately. But he's still around. I talk to him almost daily. But I'm busy, he's busy, and we don't watch each other's videos that much just because we're all so busy. But yeah, I don't know unless you're talking about like recently. But it's he's still around. Oh yeah, and as Balzer says, it's PHAT, Fat Samurai Guy. But don't feel bad, Carnage, because I did the same thing the first time. I typed in FAT Samurai Guy, and he corrected me really quick. I was like, oh my bad. but I get it, fat like cool, that kind of deal. But let's see. Do you know how much an actor like Denzel Washington would charge for an autograph? Denzel, I don't see. You don't see Denzel at these conventions and stuff, but Denzel, you can find a Denzel Washington autograph like on an 8x10 or something for probably less than $200 or around there. For like an 11x14, 11x17, like mini poster or something, you're probably looking in $300 to $400 range. So you can get him. You're going to spend a little bit of money, but as far as there's some people out there that are a lot more expensive than that. So, it is what it is. You can find Denzel's autograph out there. They're out there. Thank you for the live stream. Have a great night. Hey, Sean, no, appreciate you hanging out with us. And you have a great night as well. And Balzer, what's up, Balzer? Carnage, yeah. I like Gandolfini and True Romance. True Romance. Yeah, I know he's in it, but I don't remember his character. Yeah. I mean, it's been forever since I've watched True Romance. I know we just got a new release of it and stuff, but I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that. Spit on my grave. That is that Spit on My Grave or Spit on Your Grave? What is that movie called? Is it Spit on My Grave? But I Spit on Your Grave, right? No, that's a good movie. Yeah, I Spit on Your Grave, right? Yeah, well there we go. Yeah. Yeah. No, that man. I haven't seen I don't know how many sequels there are or whatever, but I Spit on Your Grave. I like the first one. I mean, like the remake, the remake, but I haven't seen the old school one. I haven't seen sequels, but that remake one, man, like wow, that was intense. I remember back in the day, hiring Perdita Durango from the video store. Oh, renting Perdita Durango from the video store when it came out. Wow, James from the Land Down Under. Well, that's cool. What's up, James from the Land Down Under? Yeah, no, Perdita Durango is amazing. Yeah, so I didn't. I was one that it took me until Fat Samurai Guy and I did a movie night. I think it's been over a year since we did that movie night, but we did a movie night where Fat Samurai Guy and I watched Perdita Durango and the Day of the Beast. I think same director for both those movies, and they're both great movies. But so I hadn't ever seen Perdita Durango till about a year and a half ago or whatever. Absolutely amazing movie though. Absolutely love it. Fury with Brad Pitt, pretty good. Rewatch it. Yeah, Fury is a pretty good movie too. Yeah. One of your favorite is Scent of a Woman. Yeah, El Shadow. And that's, one of the best things about, talking movies and liking doing this type of stuff. Everybody likes their, different things or whatever. A Scent of a Woman, not one of my personal favorites, but I got no beef with you liking Scent of a Woman at all. Trying to get a Halloween cast and crew posters signed. John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis. Where would you try to get that from? If you're trying to just order one, you're going to spend, like for John, if you get John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis on the same poster, you're going to spend like $1,000. I am a little frustrated because I saw some of my friends at a Jamie Lee Curtis signing this past weekend, I think. Yeah, I think it was just this past weekend. They were at an event where Jamie Lee Curtis was there and they got stuff signed from her. I am extremely disappointed that I did not know that was going on. And I'm going to have to slap some people around next time I see them because I saw like Fonzo and Deranged Duncan. Some other people were there that I'm like, hey, guys, like, throw me a bone. Let me know this is going on because I have my picture up here that I've got Jamie Lee Curtis, John Carpenter, and Nick Castle on, but I've got another poster that I've got Nick Castle and John Carpenter on, and I don't have Jamie, and I could have took that and got Jamie on it this weekend. So I would have had two. I would have had two with all three of them on there. But yeah, it was just frustrating because I didn't know about it until after the fact. But I totally would have been there, and I totally would have been there with my poster trying to get her, and then I would have had two. And there's no chance I would have ever been given one of those away because if you get like Web Movie 1 has a poster with John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Nick Castle, all three of them on it, and that poster is worth like $1,500. So I'm like, man, if I could get this poster signed by Jamie someday, I would absolutely love to do that. Yeah, believe me, I was bummed. And you found out about the day of the event. I found out about it because of the pictures that people were posting. I was like, what's going on? You're like, oh my God, nobody mentioned anything. So, but it is what it is. Hopefully there'll be another opportunity to meet her and get an autograph someday. You can't. It was like some Halloween. I don't know if it was something to do with Halloween Ends or something like that. I'm not even really sure. I just saw that they were with Jamie Lee and they were getting autographs, and I lost my mind. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why didn't nobody tell me? So other than that, I don't know too much about whatever that event was. I wasn't paying attention. I kind of got sidetracked once I saw that they were with Jamie Lee Curtis this past weekend. I was just like, man, so disappointed. But what are you going to do? Can't win them all. Cannot win them all. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Well, I don't know that we'll go like too much longer tonight, just because. Oh, I never put the banner back up after I took my Halloweeny thing down. But just because we were live a couple nights ago, and the main reason, like I said, for anybody coming in late, the main reason that we came on live tonight was because I received this the Saw Ultimate Collection box set in the mail, and it showed up damaged like a lot of other people's are. They're showing up with broken traps. Try and get this thing back in here. Show you one more time, just in case anybody came in late and missed this part. But so this Saw Ultimate Collection, which should look like this, but should not have the damaged plastic here. And so because inside the trap was bouncing around and it broke this, it also, scraped up the inside here, and then inside bouncing around kind of goofed up the top. So anyways, that is bad. And then set that down. The trap itself broke because it was bouncing around, and then inside here where the movies are is damaged. So it was frustrating. It was a bummer to get it, but I'm not the only one. A lot of people were getting them like this, and I think VIAVISION should have just strapped this down so it wouldn't have been bouncing around while it was in shipping. But I emailed them. They are replacing it. So, and they're sending it in the new one, like all bubble wrapped up. So we'll be okay. So no, it's disappointing. We're gonna have to wait a little bit to get the good one in, but no harm, no foul, because they're going to replace it. And Carnage. So it is 400 Australian dollars, which converts to like 250 or something US dollars. So if you want to get one, it's not cheap. But if you are a diehard Saw fan, go to the VIAVISION website. Looks like they still have some available, and don't wait too long. But also, I think because they're aware now of the problems with shipping, I think they're bubble wrapping them up, and they will all probably show up in good shape. So I wouldn't worry about that now. If you want one, if you're a Saw fan, it is definitely a must-have. When I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness. I need to contact them. Where did that come from? But I need to reach out to these people and get myself a screener copy of that, a review copy to unbox for you all. So this is it. It's a badass item, and hopefully when it shows up, the replacement, it's in good shape. The live stuff is awesome. Great way to hang. Thanks, OGP. You're the man. Well, no, El Shadow, I appreciate that. That's kind words. Really appreciate that. And I love, just hanging out and talking. It's the best. If I'm going somewhere and, I've been trying, and I'm still figuring things out with getting better at being live on the road and stuff. But it's kind of a learning process for me. But being in an environment like this where I got the camera, I got the computer, everything, we just sit here and chat, it is absolutely great. So it's like Mondays are like one of the highlights of my week, getting just to hang out and chat with you all for a while. So really love doing it. So thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. Tommy, what's up, Tommy? Are Cinestalker and Deranged Duncan talking to each other again? That is a no. That is absolutely no. They are not. I don't know that relationship will ever be repaired. But you're never going to hear them, say or talk anything negative about each other. And it can get, like with anything, anytime two people that are feuding, it can get awkward and uncomfortable. And Danny's my boy. I love Cinestalker. And it's sad what they went through, and both of them feel like they were on the right side of things. But I'm not ever going to talk about it, get into it, whatever. That's all between them. I know it going down broke Cinestalker's heart because he considered deranged Duncan a great friend, and so to lose a good friend like that is tough, and so I feel bad for them, both losing friends like that. But it's it's tough, and I see Duncan around at some of these events and everything, and and Duncan's a cool guy, and because of the fact that I'm like, I just I'm gonna run into him and stuff, and so I don't want any friction with anybody. So we kind of ignore whatever is going on and just enjoy the moment and enjoy our time together doing what we love, and that's collecting autographs and meeting celebrities and those types of things. So it's disappointing, it's frustrating, but I don't think they'll ever be like homies again. I don't think so. I love Saw, but damn, that's too much. No, it really is a lot of money. And it, has to be like one of those franchises that you absolutely love to drop that kind of coin on a set like this. And now, this is the thing too. For me, the idea that if you're going to get something like this, knowing that you're going to get all of the Saw movies from the first Saw all the way through Spiral, and you're going to get Jigsaw, you're going to get Spiral, and you're going to get the original Saw movie in 4K. And then you're also going to get those in Blu-rays and everything else on Blu-ray. And you're going to get the collectible trap here. That is what makes this so cool. If it was just the movies, hell no. Not a chance. I wouldn't spend more, even if they were all on 4K, I wouldn't spend more than $100 for all the Saw movies. But when you get that and the collectible trap there, that is a pretty badass item right there. So I cannot wait for it to show up in good shape. And, I want it to hopefully be able to put it somewhere where it's in the background of every single one of my videos. I might have to move some movies or something, or maybe like Friday the 13th there, and maybe like the Saw will be down here or something like that. I don't know, but I gotta put it somewhere in the background there. What's a movie that took years to film? Well, there's one movie that took like 10 years or something. I don't remember, but it's funny you asked that. Web Movie One and I just went to that premiere of Terror Toons 4, and they started filming that in like 2013 or something like that. That took like a decade for them to get done. But as far as knowledge of that, like I'm not sure if there's any other movies or what movies off the top of my head took like actual years to get done. Thanks for answering. You lost a lot of close friends due to personal reasons and silly arguments. No, Tommy, it's life is not easy, and that's one of those things where you have good friends and you have differences, and you could try to work through them. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And it's just part of life. It's part of life. It's frustrating. It's a bummer. But it happens. It happens to most of us. And, friends come, friends go. But true friendships will find a way to make themselves back. Like Fluffy and I, Fluffy and I had that really ugly, nasty falling out a few years ago. But I know Fluff, since I was 15 years old, and we were both 15 years old. And so that history there and everything was a little more than it was worth more than, the differences that we were having at the time and stuff. And so it took a while, it took a long while, but we got through it, we got past it. And look, Cool Duder and Web Movie One, they're you don't see them doing videos and stuff together, but Web Movie One's got his job. Cool Duder's making movies and doing his thing and stuff, and they live so far apart, like Fluffy and Danny and I, we all live so far apart. So we don't hang out as much as we used to, but things in time, they sometimes correct themselves, and sometimes they don't. Unfortunately, it's part of life. I have no friends. That's why I say on YouTube, "What sucks, kill a camera." I'm sure you have friends. I'm sure you're kidding, but hey, you've got friends here. We're all friends. That's the way I will say this till the day I don't do until the day I do my final YouTube video, whether hopefully that's like, 30 years from now because I'm croaking or something. But well, maybe longer than that even. but we're all just friends here hanging out and talking, and it's just my ugly face is the one that you got to see as opposed to everybody else that's in the chat column here. Did you see the Best Buy Reservoir Dogs 4K Steelbook? Yeah, Carnage. That's a badass Steelbook. And I've been kind of like taking a break. I'm on a little physical media hiatus just because I have like so much shit that I have not watched yet. And I think the Reservoir Dogs Steelbook is something that I'll probably be able to get. And if not, I've got my DVD Reservoir Dogs like gas can thing that's really badass. So I have one. To get in 4K would be really cool, but it is a very, very cool item. Yep. Yeah, I agree. It is dope. Yep. Sleepaway Camp, Night of the Demons, Witchboard, Silver Bullet are some underrated horror flicks. Ben, yes, those are all great movies. And the problem is there was so many mainstream horror movies in the 80s that things like that got underlooked. But that's the beauty of some of these boutique titles like Arrow, like Severin, like Shout Factory, bringing some of these back to life, and then some of these streaming services, that you could watch stuff on, even like Tubi and stuff, to be able to go back and see some of those and appreciate some of those is really cool. And I would add to your list here at least Hell Night. I absolutely love Hell Night, and you know what? And I just watched the other day John Carpenter's Vampires. Amazing movie. Another very underrated. You think of John Carpenter, you think of a lot of movies. You can list off a lot of stuff before you ever mention Vampires, but it was a great movie. So there are a lot of underrated 80s movies. The Thief and the Cobbler, 1993 animated film, took 28 years to finish due to lack of funding. Wow, that's crazy. 28. Why did Cool Dude or what movie have beef? Carnage. So they had like disagreements and stuff that it was between them, and fortunately it got like squashed. They got past it, and I'm happy that happened, for them. But yeah, they had differences a while back. Honestly, I don't know the entire story. But there was something that came between them, and it's in the past now, so that's good. You drink beers, and hey, I like beers too. There's nothing wrong with drinking beers, unless you're an alcoholic, and then you don't want to drink beers. But otherwise, drink up. Sorry to gossip. Just curious. No. And that's so one of the things like I talked about on Monday, like one of these last few Mondays was, like nights, like Monday nights, I like to go through, talk about what we're looking for this week, what's coming out to buy, new releases, new movies, stuff like that. But these other live streams, this is what we're just chatting, and we're chatting about whatever. We want to talk about the Saw thing, but then beyond that, it's whatever. They're always open forums, so don't even worry about it. The conversation's great. Cool Duder made a rude parody about Brennan and Kill a Care Bear. Yeah, that's right. It just I don't want to dive too much into it because I don't know the whole story, and there's no reason hashing it up. They're good now. Those two guys are good, and it's something frustrating between the two of them happened, and they've moved past it. So I'm happy for them both. Headless Horseman or Terratoons 4? Haha, put you on the spot. DGO, no problem with that. Headless Horseman was phenomenal. Headless Horseman was absolutely great, and and I don't think I would have a problem if Master Chaos and Joe and Steven were all in the same room. I think I would easily be able to tell them that Headless Horseman I preferred. It's more my type of movie than Terratoons. Terratoons is wacky and out there and crazy, and there's some moments in it that you're like, what in the fuck is going on? And in my video at the beginning, Joe's like, you're going to see stuff you've never seen. He was not kidding. There was stuff that happened in that movie that you have never seen in movies before. I mean, like, and I'll just give you a spoiler. There is a dude standing there in the woods. You're not seeing him. You're seeing like chest up or whatever, but we're assuming like he's naked in the woods, and there's somebody else urinating on his face. It's hysterical. It is absolutely hysterical. But yeah, it is Terror Tunes. Wow, was it out there? So the Headless Horseman, Terror Tunes 4 was just so random, where Headless Horseman had a really solid story all the way through it. And I knew a lot of people in both of them, but yeah, Headless Horseman was phenomenal. Mastercast did such an amazing job. Both of them good movies, don't get me wrong, but if you're asking me to pick, to me it's kind of an easy one for me. Yeah, it made fun of wet movies. Well, yeah, and you know, and again, I like to kind of just, because I don't know the whole story between them, and there's no reason to hash it up. I don't want either of them thinking that I'm speaking, out of line or speaking bad things about them. They're both good dudes, and I'm happy they're past it. Have I seen Martyrs and a Serbian film? Antonis, yes, I have seen both. And a Serbian film is one of the most jacked up movies of all time. Martyrs is like right there, but Serbian film, oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, if you're looking for some of the most messed up movies of all time, those are two in the top 10. Hey man, what do you think of the movie Auntie Lee's Meat Pies? Tommy, it's funny because we talked about this with Master Chaos, and I think he didn't like it at all. I thought Auntie Lee's Meat Pies was a lot of fun. It was it was out there, it was outlandish, but the cast was fun, a lot of familiar faces in the cast, and I just enjoyed it. I thought Auntie Lee's Meat Pies is great. You could watch it on Tubi. I don't think you have to go buy it. That's where I watch it, was on Tubi. It's something for the right price I would probably buy. For $30-$40 I'm not buying it, but it's definitely worth the watch. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, to me I like it. Tommy, you're asking about it, so I'm guessing you like it. Did you care for it, Tommy? What are your thoughts? Anybody else seen Auntie Lee's Meat Pies? It's a funny movie. Horror comedy movie. Great underrated vampire movie, Near Dark, Bill Paxton. Yeah, Near Dark is small town farmer son reluctantly joins a traveling group of vampires after he's bitten by a drifter. Near Dark. Have I am sure I've seen Near Dark. Why am I drawing a blank? I can't remember, but I'm sure I've seen Near Dark. But no, that's definitely one that you could go back and watch again. But no, Bill Paxton's great. It's such a tragic, young death. But Bill Paxton, man, such a great actor. BN Chili, what's up? What's up? Day is good, but if you got in late and missed it, the Saw box that I got was all beat up and damaged, and we'll get back into that a little bit later and talk about it. But everybody's boxes that are coming in were damaged, and they're taking care of us. VIAVISION is sending out new ones, so it's all good. I think there's an entire stream on Michael Bauer's YouTube channel about the wet movie. Went cool to be. Yeah, maybe. Because I know, he, is a good friend of both those guys, and I think trying to, help them get through it. I think he was. Yeah. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Yep. Sean. Well, you have a great night too, Sean. Thank you. How about Pink Flamingos? I haven't seen Pink Flamingos. I haven't seen it. It just got re-released or something. I don't know that I need to see it. Unless anybody tells me it's like, oh my God, you got to see it, then maybe I'll see it, but I don't think so. 120 Days of Sodom is really effed up movie. Or Solo, 120 Days of Sodom. I've heard that name before, but I know I haven't seen that. I'll have to add that to the list. Lance Henriksen is amazing. I mean, the connection between them from the Aliens franchise, Henriksen and Bill Paxton, man. Yeah, great dudes. Do you have a Michael Berryman autograph? You know what? I actually don't. I don't think so. I don't think I do. No. I know. I'm pretty sure I don't. Pretty sure I don't. That's sad when you got that many autographs that you can't remember. But I don't believe I have Michael Berryman. But that's one I should have. That's one. And one of these days, I'll see him at a convention or something and get his autograph. Or, I'll probably wind up just buying it somewhere, like off one of the collector auctions there. Well, that's crappy. Do you have to send the damaged one back? Being Chili, they did not ask for it back. No, they just said they were sending another one. Sorry, I'm out of Diet Coke, so I have to drink this nasty stuff called water. Yeah, the lack of caffeine in water is just disheartening. Yeah. How many times are you gonna leave? No, Balzer, I was just, hey, he was saying goodnight, I was saying goodnight, but I noticed it's been like 3 or 4 times now so far. Too funny. Have you seen any movies about necrophilia? Not trying to sound crazy. Are there actually movies? Yes. What is... Oh, I just recently watched it too. I'm trying to remember. Oh, did I break my glasses? Somebody recommended it to me recently, and I owned a copy, so I went and watched it and was like, wow. But it was about necrophilia. I'm drawing a blank on the name. I'd have to think about that. What's your favorite autograph you have in your collection? My favorite autograph, probably my Jeff Bridges, Julianne Moore, Big Lebowski poster. That is pretty badass right there. Although I do like my Tom Hanks, and I do like the John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Nick Castle. Oh, Carnage. Thank you. Necromantic. Yes. Necromantic. Yes. Jacked up movie, but out there random. It's not the greatest movie ever, but out there. I heard there's a video on Hey Bauer where Michael, what movie won, and some fluffy guy who hummed a coffee table. Hummed a coffee table? Or humped a coffee table? Did you hump a coffee table, Fluff? February 2022, Bill Paxton reached a partial settlement for his death. $1 million. Doctor performed surgery. Is high risk. Yeah. No, and it sucks. And hopefully that money, is going to surviving family that really needs it. Ooh, Tommy, favorite UFC fighter. That's a good, but probably pretty easy question. And I know a lot of people hate me for this, but I love me some Conor McGregor, and I hope he comes back. As far as heavyweights, Stipe is my favorite fighter, even though that last fight against Francis, Stipe looked bad. But Stipe is great. My favorite female fighter is Caitlin Chikagian, even though, man, she cannot win over in not Saudi Arabia, where were they fight in the Middle East? Like, she goes over there and gets her ass handed to her. But Chikagian, Stipe, Connor, and man, I love Patty the Batty and Meatball Molly. They're great. Trying to think of some others, but yeah, all-time favorite, probably Connor, and I know that's like, an easy answer. And a lot of people are like, don't like Connor or whatever, but it was awkward watching Connor fights over at like Samurai Guy's house, because Samurai and Lady Fat Blood not exactly Connor fans, so that was always kind of awkward there. Necromantic 2, is there a sequel? I don't have it. If there is, also, and no, this is not the Necrophiles, that new Visual Vengeance movie. You would think maybe it'd be about like, it sounds like it would be about like the sexual sexy time with the dead bodies and make a sexy time, but not really. It's more about a dead fetus flying through the air. That was a random weird movie there, but I haven't seen or Necromantic 2. I'm probably all right with that. Fluffy inspired you to go hard on eBay. Oh, nice. So that's cool. Nice. Man, Fluffy Gamer is yeah, and so was Humped. Fluffy Gamer is going hard on eBay tonight, man. Like all the stuff he picked up today. And Fluffy got all them videos coming. You guys checking those out? Fluffy putting out content like almost daily now. If not daily. Would love to get a celeb autographs, but I would only do it if I could go up to the front of the line for each horror celeb. So Antonis, so that's when most of these conventions, and specifically Creep IE that will be happening in February. When you get your ticket, you can get like the VIP ticket where you skip the lines. You go right up to the front and get their autographs. So when you go to these conventions, you want to get the VIP ticket so you don't have to stand in line. Definitely want to do that. A little bit more expensive, saves you a lot of time, and you can get, like everybody's autographs. Some of them, like I don't think Monster Palooza had like a VIP that got you to the front of the line, but some of these other conventions do. Definitely want to look into that. What's up, the guy Mac 10? Is it still Tom Brady? Who? So yeah, you know what? We had a chance of a little quarterback controversy, but it sounds like Belichick is sticking with Mac, and I like Mac. I just, man, I got some of my glasses right here. I just bought 2 Mac Jones t-shirts when I was out in Boston, so hopefully they don't switch off of Mac, but we'll see. But he made the playoffs in his rookie year, and if the season ended today, I think they're a playoff team. I think if I looked at that right, but they're above 500, and they are in a very tough division with Miami being so good, the Jets actually doing pretty good this year, and Buffalo. But Buffalo's starting to fall off a little bit. I think they'll get it together before the end of the season. But in the AFC, really, you got to get through Kansas City, you got to get through Buffalo, and and now Miami's like, putting up a real good show. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but Mac 10 is young, and second year, you're going to have, growth spurts and that. But if you look at what Belichick, and the offense has asked of Mac Jones, they're not asking him to do a whole lot. They play solid defense. They play ball control, and they play, don't make mistakes. Don't make turnovers, and we should be fine. And if you look back early in Brady's career, there was some games like that where Brady didn't have huge numbers or anything. So I say give him some time. Mac Jones is a very smart, very smart guy. And so, I think he still can have a great future. And I'm not worried about it. I think the Patriots had a nice, perfectly timed bye week. And, to give Mac a little extra rest, because, he got hurt and then he came back, and it was, they pulled him out of the game, and they, a lot of people are like, oh, we're Mac Jones is done now, we're moving on. And, but then this last week, Mac Jones played the entire game and played a great game. This, I think, gives his body a little time to heal up a little bit more. So I think that the bye week timing is perfect, and I think he'll be fine. He made the playoffs in his rookie year, so that was as much as you could ask for. Jeff Bridges, Jelly, one of your favorite actors, Arlington Road, your favorite movie with him in it. Yeah, no, Jeff Bridges is great. Absolutely, love Jeff Bridges. He's one of those, like, he's probably up there, like in my top 10 favorite actors of all times. You like Khabib. Yeah. And Deborah Kleiner, obviously, if you got to pick, you can't like Khabib and Connor. You got to pick sides there. So, Khabib, man, what a fighter. And it sucks that he decided to call it quits so young. But he did. What are you going to do? I wish he would have fought more, but man, he went out like Ronda Rousey. She was like so dominant until she lost, and then it was like her really tarnished her legacy. And so Khabib, he probably played it right. He went out on top, and went out without anybody being able to say that he wasn't the greatest. So you got to give him that. But uh-oh.
Mới đánh đầu.
What are you gonna do?
Mới đánh đầu.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Tony Soprano's in the house. What up, Tony Soprano? Anthony? Who is your favorite stand-up comedian if you have one? Yours is Theo Von. Theo Von's funny. I think mine is Bill Burr. Bill Burr kills me. He absolutely kills me. I love his podcasts. I love his stand-up. But Dave Chappelle is great also. Going back, if we're talking of all time, man, Richard Pryor back in the day was hilarious. Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy. You had some funny individuals. Rodney Dangerfield was hysterical. But right now, if we're talking alive right now, Bill Burr for sure, I think. Yeah, for sure, I think. Right? There you go. Favorite UFC fighters, John Jones. Come on. No, hey, John Jones. I just wish that I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. But if we could get John Jones fighting Francis for the title, that would be epic. Absolutely epic. I wish John Jones, like whatever's going on with him, I don't know, but get back, get healthy, and get to fighting. Are you planning on going to Blockbuster pop-up? So, Mr. Family Guy, unfortunately, I am not, because that pop-up is the same night as the Severin double feature. It's this Friday. And so Wet Movie 1 will be at the pop-up. It's possible that Cinestalker will be there. Looks like I need to go to Dollar Tree. Broken glasses. No use crying over spilt milk or broken glasses when they're $1.25. But unfortunately, no, the Blockbuster media night is on Friday, and I will be at that Severin double feature, learning about more Severin Black Friday goodness. So, and watching a couple movies that we don't know what we're going to watch yet. So hopefully they're good movies, but I'll be there with Master Chaos that night. Unfortunately, those were the same night. Do you think the directors that make movies about necrophilia should be in jail for life? It's a movie. People do messed up stuff. I don't think so. If they ever like crossed a line and did real like necrophilia, then yes. But just making a movie about it, no. I mean, there's so many movies. It's like saying you made like Training Day. It'd be like, oh, Denzel made a movie about being a crooked cop. He should be in jail. No, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. But I don't think they should be hypocrites and out there making movies like that and then standing on the other side of the street condemning people, for that. Like, stay in your lane. You're going to make a movie about it. Shut up about, preaching about it. But no, I don't. There's no crime in making a movie. People, human beings have jacked up minds. We come up with some dark and evil things in our minds that we get out into movies, and it just gives us movie fans something else to watch. So more power to them. Let's keep making these crazy ass movies. And I know there's, like Master Chaos is not really into these dark, dirty, evil movies like a Serbian film or something like that. But I love it. I would rather something like that than a monster flick. Give me something that could really, really happen. Because we know that there have been coroners or people working at mortuaries that have gone in and done messed up things with dead bodies. So the fact that it's real and it's happened, whereas, like Godzilla, I don't think we've ever really seen Godzilla come up out of the water. So, or a Jaws, there's been big sharks that have eaten people, but not like on that level. So I'm all about making crazy movies about human beings. Sorry, last question tonight. No, Antonius, it is all good, man. It is all good, bro. You do not have to apologize for asking questions. Hanging out. That's what we're doing. We're just hanging out here. Who's your Super Bowl prediction? Got 49ers in Buffalo. I'm going to get back to that in just a second because my homie, the homeboy himself, Esteban, supervillain Pete, The homie is in the house. What's up, homeboy? You're not working tonight? Esteban, you're just off chilling at home tonight, or what? What's going on? But bro, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I absolutely love you. That is so kind of you to do that, man. You and Balzer, man, between the two of you, man, are my absolute channel heroes here. You guys are amazing. And Antonis too, man. Antonis was our first Optimal GAINZ channel member. So, man, all three badasses in the house right now. Absolutely love all three of you guys. You're absolutely amazing. The support for the channel is epic. But bro, Esteban in the house. What up, man? How you doing tonight, homeboy? What's going on out there in the great state of, I don't know how many times you clap, Texas. But yeah, let's see. So Super Bowl prediction. Let's see who we got in the Super Bowl. If I had to predict, like I want to see the Patriots and then whoever. But if I was betting, everybody's had their ups and downs. Even, Miami, with the health of their quarterbacks, if those guys can stay healthy, Miami looks pretty good. Kansas City, as long as Mahomes is back there, they're going to be trouble. Buffalo would have been my early pick. Buffalo would have been really my early pick, but their struggles the last couple weeks, falling from the 1st to the 6th seed, Buffalo's in trouble. So they got to figure out how to get it together. And Philly looks so good, but Philly had a shit game against Washington. What was that all about? So, man, this, what I want to see, right? The game I want to see. I want to see Mac Jones get his revenge over Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady won that first matchup last season. I want to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Patriots in Super Bowl. That's what I want. And it could happen. It could happen. Don't laugh at me, because it could happen. It really could. But will it? Probably not. But in the NFC, the Cowboys, the Giants had like a hot start, but it's the Giants. Seattle is surprising, but I don't think they're Super Bowl caliber. The Rams are having a down year. The Niners have a good team. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw this past week and we see again a Chargers Niners Super Bowl, even though Chargers they're still trying to figure it out. But there's so much talent on that team. But the Niners you could see them coming out. The Cowboys, if they could get out of their own way, the Cowboys, they're like that team that they're going to play like 3, 4, 5 games where they're just killing it, and then they're going to lay an egg. And that's usually in the playoffs. The Cowboys will take a dump and exit early. So yeah, it's a tough call. It's a tough call, but if I'm going to guess right now, really, truly, honestly, right now, who I think is going to be in Super Bowl, I'm going to go with Buffalo, Minnesota. That's going to be, if I'm picking right now, Buffalo and Minnesota are going to be my picks right now. That's who I'm guessing. If I had to guess, you're holding my hand to the fire right now, Buffalo, Minnesota. Tua, Herbert, Fields, Mahomes, Allen are the future. Yeah. No, you got some great quarterbacks there. Hey, we got to see with Chicago, because Chicago, they just have proven that they don't know how to have a good quarterback. You got to go back to 85 since they had like good quarterback play, they've always been great defense and had running games and stuff, but man, I can't think of like a great quarterback for Chicago. But no, Tua and Herbert, Mahomes, Allen, man, the future is bright for quarterback play in the NFL. Mac Jones still the man. Love Zappy, but you're right about Mac Jones. Go Pats. No, and Zappy came in, had a couple great games, and unfortunately, I see Zappy moving on, kind of, Garoppolo. He'll probably wind up with a different team, and he'll hopefully have a great career Hopefully he'll just lose every game that he plays against the Patriots. But Zappe looked very promising in his appearances. The game against the Bears, like what the hell happened? The whole team was like, the defense couldn't stop nobody. That was, and then the quarterbacks were under pressure. And that's the Patriots. If you want to beat the Patriots, you have to get a 2-score lead and force them to throw the ball. But when the Patriots can run the ball and pick and choose when they throw, that's when you're in trouble. And so, the Bears got up on them, and, Zappe and, Jones were just feeling the pressure, and it wasn't a good day. I don't think Jones was completely healthy for that either. DeRay Davis is hilarious. We're talking comedians. Back to comedians, huh? I don't know. I know DeRay Davis. No one is defeating Francis. Carnage. I think John Jones would take out Francis. I think he would. Francis' last fight, man, like he did not look that great. He didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Francis. It depends on who it is. But if I was betting between Jones and Francis, I'm putting my money on Jones without a doubt. Ronda Rousey was overhyped by the media when she fought other all-time great female fighters. She got mollywopped. Yeah, hey, she had her MO, and she wanted to get you on the ground. She didn't want to box, but she could. But she had a great run, and that's where, who knows, maybe somebody would have found Khabib's weakness and would have outed him, and then we're not looking at him as the greatest of all time. Minnesota, there you go. Yep. What is the worst movie theater experience you've ever had? Oh, that is worst movie theater experience. The Ghostbusters movie pissed me off. I was angry, but it wasn't a bad experience. But if we're just talking watching a bad movie in a theater, Ghostbusters, maybe the new Ghostbusters, like the new Ghostbusters, aka Stranger Things. I wasn't a fan of it. You called in, was surprised when you're live. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's cool. If you're just chilling at home, it's always cool hanging out with the homie right here. Yeah, that's cool. Enjoying your night off, hopefully. And Esteban, if I was going to be on like a lot longer, look at these guys over here. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, supervillain, are you drunk? You faded right now? You want to come on, or are you sober enough to talk, or what? What's up? Let's see. Minnesota isn't going anywhere with Kirk Cousins. Balzer calling out Minnesota. Hey, I don't know. Kirk Cousins, he can do good. Minnesota's looking tough. So I don't know. And Kirk Cousins is one of those guys where like I kind of felt about what's his name? Stafford, where it was like he was a great quarterback, but he played on a shitty team in Detroit forever. Seeing him go to LA and win a Super Bowl, screw LA. But I was happy that Stafford got a ring. So, Kirk Cousins, I don't think he's regarded, on the same level as like Stafford, but Kirk Cousins, has been a solid quarterback. He's just had like either health issues or been on shitty teams or had a bad coach or this or that or whatever. The right team around Kirk Cousins, they could win. They really could. So I don't know. We'll see. What is your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? Antonis. So, kind of like most Americans, pretty much a mutt, but got a lot. My brother did one of those DNA tests where you mail off your DNA and they send it back. But overwhelming majority of like my blood would be like Irish, like Welsh, like Irish and British, like English, Welsh, that type. Overwhelming majority, but there's little bits and like from all around, but mostly Irish, Welsh. You're Greek and Irish. Oh wow, Greek and Irish, man. That's a Antonis, that sounds like a Greek name, huh? But that's Greek and Irish is not a combo you really hear of. Tommy, no, I appreciate it. Hey, we're just hanging out, having fun. We're having a whole hell of a lot of fun when Esteban drops the $50 super chat. Bro, you are the man, bro. Esteban, if you are you chilling? What's up? You want to jump on, or you faded right now? What's going on? Well, bro, Esteban, man, that's so kind of you, man. I'm lost for words right now, bro. But man, absolutely love you. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. You are the man. And Balzer, look at Balzer coming through here too, man. All the money that Esteban and Balzer have contributed to this channel. You guys, you know, I hope you believe me when I say that the money that comes in his channel and super chats and stuff, it really goes right back into the channel, into, you know, giveaways, or into you know, me going out to, you know, conventions, or you know, doing things where I can have, you know, some good and fun content for you and stuff. And so, you know, I can't thank you all enough. I absolutely, you know, appreciate the heck out of both you guys. This is like, you know, overwhelming for me. So cool, so kind of you guys to do that here. So cool, man. But yeah, we the comments have come to a screeching halt there. But what's up, Supervillain? You still out there? Did I lose you guys? Are you guys still there? Can everybody hear me still, or what's going on? What's going on? Why? How do the comments come to like a screeching halt like that? Let me see. I'm going to tune into to YouTube and make sure I'm still. We don't have 4 watching. Maybe that was like right. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So we're still here. We're good. We're good. No, so I needed to refresh. That 4 watching was from when we first started, when I first clicked on, because I hadn't been on there since. Okay. All right, we good. We good. We good. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So what's up with everybody? Oh, is anybody in the room that didn't see me talk about the Saw yet, the Saw box set? Do we need to talk about that? Um, but man, has anybody seen the trailer for this Alienoid? This looks so good. So let me see if they got any like better synopsis than the other one. No, it looks basically like what I read. But Alienoid. So Supervillain, where do you want me to hit you the link at? Instagram, Facebook? Where should I drop you the line? Like what's best for you right now? Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up. Let me get Supervillain's link. Yeah, Alienoid. So it's a Korean movie, but if you watch the trailer for it, it looks so badass. It reminds me kind of like, at times, kind of like Transformers with kung fu and like a creepy alien. It's an adventure, crazy man. Like it looks so good. You got to watch a trailer for Alienoid. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. Let's see. Uh, Fluffy coming over here. Funny stuff. Fluffy coming over here with funny stuff. Let's see. Where Supervillain? Where are we gonna get you at? Sorry guys, hang on for me for just a second here. I'm getting Supervillain a link. Gotta get my boy in here to chat it up for a little bit, see what's up with the in the world of Supervillain here. So boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, Supervillain. I got you in Instagram. I sent the link in Instagram. So if you could get that, click on it and hop on in. Yeah, okay. I just dropped it right now. I just dropped it on Instagram. So let me know if you if it ain't working for you or something. Look at that. Fluffy Gamer wants to marry Esteban. That's funny. But so this is a movie, Alienoid, that I saw when I was watching The Witch, the other one. This movie, it's a Korean movie, but this is like, I give this like a 9 out of 10. This is amazing. This is such a good movie. And the trailer for Alienoid played during this, and I was like, what? what? And I messaged Fat Samurai guy, and I was like, dude, have you seen the trailer for Alienoid? And he's like, bro, that looks so fucking good. So we're both very much looking forward to checking out Alienoid. And I think when we get off this live stream tonight, I'll probably be checking this out. I think we will be checking this out. Yeah. Supervillain is the man. Supervillain is the man. What Fluffy Gamer doing? Fluffy gonna come on and chat too and chat it up with with Supervillain. Yeah, no, Supervillain, Balzer, and Tonus, man, the support for the channel, man, I believe me, I feel the love, man, from these guys, man. Oh man. But Alienoid, it looks so good. I can't play the trailer. I wish I could, but I would get copyright violation. But look at the New York Times. So this is not just some run-of-the-mill reviewer. The New York Times says wildly entertaining, and it does. This looks so good. And the effects, the special effects, are like on par, at least in the trailer. They're on par with all the big Hollywood movies. And in The Witch, the special effects in that, it was just as good as anything, big budget you would see come out of Hollywood too. And these are both movies from WELLGOUSA, and these are like, I've seen this one, and this is so far my favorite that I've seen from Wellgo, but this looks like it could be even better. So we shall see here very, very soon. Sorry, chatting it up. Yeah, no, Carnage, Supervillain comes through. Supervillain comes through like a boss. And the thing is, not everybody has the means to support the channel like that. But by you being here and hitting the thumbs up button, and having to watch the the little commercials and stuff, that still supports the channel, and I still love everybody for it. But those super chats like that, man, they really, really enable me to do some of the fun things and invest like in this gimbal I got, so I could walk around the conventions without like a shaky camera and stuff. That if you've seen the Son of Monsterpalooza video, I thought that video came out beautiful. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever done, just because being able to walk through the convention and have a nice steady shot as I'm talking to everybody, it was so good. Now there's some of that where I still need to get I want to get the lavalier microphones, where if I'm interviewing somebody, we can mic them up, and there's an attachment I can put on my camera onto the gimbal, where I can either hold the microphone up to them, or we can pin it on them as we're talking and stuff, because sometimes at the conventions, the microphone, you have to put it facing one way with the gimbal, because if you turn it around, then your gimbal's out of whack and you have to recalibrate, and that takes a lot of time. So you want to set up the gimbal, set up your camera with your microphone, everything, and leave it alone. But if you have the wireless microphones, in addition to like the Rode microphone that I got on top, then you're talking to them, and you're getting a real clear sound from the people you're interviewing or whatever. So I still want to upgrade and get that. There's another attachment for the gimbal that Matt was showing me about, that where you when you're holding it, because the gimbal and the camera and the assembly and everything can get heavy, and so you're usually walking around with two hands, and then there's an attachment to it that will kind of like it like hits your body or something, so it really relieves a lot of that pressure and that weight. So those are things that I will be investing in here too in the near future. And very soon, October was such a busy month, and I'm still trying to get caught up, but I have not ditched the idea of going out and doing more ghost hunting, going to some of these crazy random hotels out in the middle of nowhere. We want to go up and spend the night in a clown motel again and do a live stream ghost hunting there, kind of like we did from Stu Unger's room. So there's so much of that stuff that we are still looking forward to doing. You just got to give me some time. I'm still trying to get caught up. Fluffy would come on, but he's so busy. Fluffy, you're not that busy. I know you're not that busy. But Robert makes a cut. What's up, Robert? How you doing tonight, buddy? Hey, Robert, did you by chance order one of the Saw Ultimate Collection boxes. Everybody was getting them, and a lot of people that were getting them in the United States, they're all coming in damaged. And VIAVISION, I emailed them. They emailed me back. They are sending a replacement with some bubble wrap and everything to protect so this doesn't happen again. But a really cool item. It's an expensive item. So if you didn't get like a screener copy or whatever, it would have cost you like $250 plus shipping, like $300. So I understand a lot of people didn't get them, but I'm just curious, for those that did, if anybody did get one that didn't show up damaged, because everybody that I know or that I've heard that ordered one in the United States, they've all shown up damaged. VIAVISION is working on replacing them, which is a bummer for them, but it's very good of them, very good customer service on their part to send that. And Robert, so did you get to go to the Jamie Lee Curtis signing this past weekend, or that event with Jamie Lee? I saw pictures afterwards and I was so bummed out. I would have loved to have been able to go and take my poster. I got, because I got this year at the John Carpenter signing. Remember, I had the picture, and I had Nick Castle and John Carpenter on it already. Nick Castle and Jamie on it, and I got John Carpenter on it. But I still have the it's a 12 by 18 poster from Halloween, and I've got John Carpenter and Nick Castle on it. And I did not know Jamie Lee was having an event this past weekend, but I was seeing everybody like Fonzo and Deranged Duncan, all these guys that we know that are all out at these events getting autographs, getting Jamie Lee's autograph this weekend. And I didn't find out about it till after. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know either, huh? Yeah. Bummer, right? Man, I'm telling you, I don't even know. I heard and I saw pictures and I was like, what? I like lost my mind. And so I didn't even look into it because it was over already. But seeing these guys with pictures of Jamie Lee, I was like, man, so frustrated. I would have absolutely died to have been there. But that's a bummer. I was curious, though. I was wondering if you got to go, but you didn't know either, huh? Just watch the Alienoid trailer. It's too much for you? There's a lot going on. It looks fun. I am very excited for Alienoid. Martial arts and aliens, and it's like Transformers with martial arts in it. Like, I'm very much looking forward to it. Killer Care Bear, gotta hit the hay. See you Monday. Well, yes, no, definitely. And take care. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Killer Care Bear. Appreciate it. And no, go get some rest. I get it. Most normal people got jobs and everything that you got to get up and go to, in the morning and stuff. So I don't blame you, but it's been fun. Killer Care Bear, have a good night. One's Custom Figures. What? One's Custom Figures coming through like a boss with the $5 super chat, bro. Thank you so much. That is so cool of you. Absolutely love that. Appreciate it. One's Custom Figures been, you've been contributing to the channel just like with the rest of these bosses. And forgive me when I talk about Supervillain and Balzer and Antonis for not throwing your name in the ring, because Ones, you are always coming through. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. Absolutely love you. Thank you so much. That is awesome. And look at this guy, Esteban. You didn't get the link. Let's see. Supervillain coming through with another $50 super chat, bro. You are too kind, homeboy. You are too kind. Okay, I'm gonna send you another link right now. Boom. And then I'm gonna try and find you. I'm gonna try and find you on Facebook. I'm gonna hit you up there too, and see if I can find. I can't remember where our conversation was. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I'm about to send it to you on Facebook right now too. So it's on Facebook and Instagram for you, Esteban. Robert, you would have went for sure, right? Yeah. Oh, Robert's retired. Decent. Nice. Bro, Robert, you look way too young to be retired. That's awesome. That is awesome. And hey, so you're retired, out there living out the dream, going and meeting celebrities and getting autographs and doing what you love. That's so cool. That is so awesome. Like I hope when I'm able to say, like, oh, I'm officially retired. And yeah, life is different for me. Life is really different for me, and a lot of stuff that I really can't get into right now, but maybe someday down the road I'll have like a full tell-all of what is going on in my life and everything right now. But hopefully you know, when I'm saying like, you know what, I never have to worry about going back to work again or making money or anything like that. When I get to that point, maybe it already happened. I don't know. But, you know, whenever I get to that point, you know, where I know I'm retired, like, yeah, I hope I'm like, you know, still able to like go out and go to conventions and, you know, things like John Carpenter signings, stuff like that. So that's awesome. And no, and it's so cool getting to meet, you know, yourself and like Nocturno and Ortega and, you know, all the people, you know, like we get to talk. And unfortunately, so many like Esteban living in Texas and Balzer being way over on the East Coast, you know, and so many of the homies that we talk and hang out with and stuff being so far away that, you know, those of us that are close and we get to see each other at these events, it's pretty special. So it's really cool, you know, to be able to, you know, see you guys and talk and hang out. And so Robert, are you going to be, so Web Movie One and I got our passes. We're going to be at LA Comic-Con, I believe Sunday, and then Season Screamings, I'll be there Saturday. So are you going to be at either one of those events? You gotta know so I can keep my eye out for you there. But Super Villain, man, gosh, man, coming through with the $50 after the other 50, man, Super Villain coming through tonight like a boss, man. Wow, thank you so much. But man, anyways, what are you guys' thoughts? And this is like, shame on me for not watching this yet, but Midsummer, it's a movie, it was on the list, and I've been meaning to pick it up for a long time. I haven't watched it yet. But you know, I'd seen that it was like, you know, like as far as like horror movies, it's one that like you gotta watch. And somebody mentioned it was on sale for $4 on Amazon, so I went and grabbed a copy. I don't know if it still is or not, but it was going to take like a month for it to show up. You know, but it showed up a little bit earlier than it was supposed to. LA Comic-Con, if you're just looking to buy tickets, I believe there's still plenty of tickets on sale. But you know, as far as like, I think they've probably already done like handing out press passes. But LA Comic-Con, I believe, still has tickets available. It's not like San Diego Comic-Con, you know, it's not like that where, you know, you have to get your passes a year in advance. But going to Creepie for sure. Nice, very cool. Yeah, and speaking of Creepie, man, I have not had Nick on in a while. We got to get Nick. I'm going to try and get him to come back on next Monday because they have announced so many more guests for Creepie. It is just crazy. I cannot believe how many guests that they have announced now. And what is you know, really cool with Creepie is that so many of his guests are from like newer movies and stuff. And Nocturno says slow burn. That's what I have heard about Midsummer. That I have heard it is a little slower movie, but Creepie having let's see some of their. So you got Elliot Fulham, who was in Terrifier 2, the kid, the young, you know, the little brother in Terrifier 2. And then you've got Lauren Lavera, who was the sister in Terrifier 2. So I mean, like, if you're a Terrifier 2 fan, you need to be at Creepie. So yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. And man, we should just pull this up and go through it. My favorite horror movie. A lot of people say that it's not horror movie, and I understand that because it's kind of murder mystery or whatever. But to me, it's a horror movie. If you really look at it, the elements of it. My favorite is probably Silence of the Lambs. Very, very, very closely followed by The Shining. They're like 1A and 1B. But those two like all-time favorites. But yeah, I'm going to pull this up real quick here. Let's see. Share screen. And here we go. So Creepie is going to have Matthew Lillard. And these are just recently announced. You're going to have Matthew Patrick Davis, who was, yes, weird that the dude played the mother in Barbarian, and I haven't seen Barbarian yet. Like, shame on me, I'm behind. I still need to see Barbarian and Smile. Still haven't seen those two, and Pearl. But so he's having people from Terrifier 2 and Barbarian, these brand new horror movies, and the actors are going to be at Creepie. It's amazing. And JSA is going to be there. Wet Movie One and I were wondering about this, so maybe we're going to try and take like our John Carpenter sign, autographs over there and get JSA to certify them. Would be pretty cool, because I think it was like $10 or something to get it certified. I don't think it's too much. But it's cool that JSA is going to be there. But yeah, Elliot is going to be there. We talked about, and Voisey. I don't know how you say her name, but yeah, also in Terrifier 2. And yeah, Matthew Lillard, Quinn Lord, Trick or Treat. So many different people, but yeah, Grim Life is going to be there, and the Vamp and the Fiends. So many like different like regular convention goer. I don't know. They're not cosplayers, or they have booths there or whatever, but it's going to be so cool. I cannot wait for Creepie. About 15 minutes from the Ontario Convention. Nice. That is perfect location. That's awesome. Silence of the Lambs is a real life horror story. It's horror. And that's the way I look at it. Some people will argue that it's not, but I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. See, and for me, more than blood and guts and all the craziness, I need a solid story. I need a good story. And Silence of the Lambs, so deep and so many levels, so many different things going on. I absolutely love it. And Anthony Hopkins, you cannot ask for a more creepy, conniving, evil dude. Like, he was so good. Let's see. Didn't really like Barbarian. Didn't dig the CGI creature. Okay. And I haven't seen it yet. Matt did not like it. But I've heard a lot of people that did like it. So I need to check it out. I think it's on HBO, right? I need to re-up my HBO subscription. Went to Creepie last February as well. Yeah, nice. And it was for the inaugural event. It was really good. It was a really good event. And I was just there. When did we go last year? I think we went Saturday. And this year I plan on I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. Just representing one day, just hanging out, doing nothing but filming, making a great video and everything. The other day, I'll be there, getting whatever autographs and stuff that I want to get done. Have both days. I will be there. So if I don't see you at Season Screamings or LA Comic Con, then I'll definitely see you there for sure. But Robert, also, if you're like 15 minutes away from Ontario Convention Center, you're not too far away from the, I forget what you call the name of it, but it's like San Bernardino. It's in San Bernardino. It's like their fairgrounds, the Orange Show, something, I think, maybe. But it's called the Fear Fair. Watch. Let me pull this up. Let me find it. Is this the one? The Fear Fair. Yeah, that's it right there. Bump. Here you go. Watch. Is that? Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh, it came up right there. Okay, good. So yeah, the Fear Fair is in San Bernardino, and it was like a Friday the 13th music festival, but they've got so many different things going on, and so many of the vendors and cosplayers and that we see at all these conventions are going to be there. But let's see. We'll go to their website. Let's see if it will open it in a new thing. Okay, let me remove that and watch this. The Fear Fair looks so cool, and I've been talking to them, and I will be there covering it, and I might even do some stuff with them in advance, some promotion stuff with them to do, when they start announcing some more guests and stuff. So stop screen, present. No, not video file. Darn it. Sometimes I need a producer. I need to get to like a lot of subscribers so I can afford to like pay a producer to like do all this stuff and be like, hey, pull this up. Like you watch a Joe Rogan podcast and he has a producer there, like pull stuff up. Share screen. That's what I needed to do. Here we go. Boom. Check this out. The Fear Fair, Friday the 13th Music Festival. But check this out. Watch. So they're going to have, it says bring the whole family. They're going to have indie rock concerts. I think they're going to have like 3 different stages. Indie film festival, pop-up shops, a makeup battle, ghost stories, dead man's prom night. That sounds like a lot of fun. This is in January. It's like January 13th and 14th. Where's the dates? Let's see. They got the dates here. January 13th. I think it's like 13th, 14th. If I remember right. It's like 13th and 14th. Boom, boom. Or maybe 13th, 14th, 15th or something like that. But it's like the 13th and 14th, I think. But Super Hot Chip Challenge. And I'm telling you, I am doing whatever I can to try and get Wet Movie 1 there to be in the Super Hot Chip Challenge. Because if you all watched the one chip challenge, like Cinestalker almost died when he did his. But Wet Movie 1 ate that chip like a champ. I would love to see him do that Super Hot Chip Challenge. Because he would surely win that contest. They got merch, costume contest, fashion shows, roundtables, tattoo collective, Zoinks Kid Space, so it's like for kids, and haunted mazes. I think like Fear Farm, and some of them are going to be there. So I mean, this is like it's at the fairground, so this is massive. This is massive. This is like taking all the conventions in Southern California and putting them all together. It's going to be that big. So I cannot wait for this Fear Fair. So let's see. And that's cool. I met these two. The Fear Fair following. I met them at the premiere or at the Halloween, the media night at Dark, the Castle Dark. Yeah, that's cool. These guys are amazing. You know, you follow them. Yeah, Real Family Adventures. They're coming to the Fear Fair. Oh, nice. They're going to be at the Fear Fair. That's cool. You're not seeing that. You're not seeing what I'm looking at. But anyways, this the picture third from the left, the center kind of picture there with those two. Yeah, I met them. But yeah, Friday the 13th Music Festival. So Creep It Real is going to have a booth there. That's cool. But and let's see, tickets for Fear Fair. If you're in Southern California, this is an event I highly recommend you go to. Look at that. Friday, $20. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? To get in here for $20. Saturday, $25. Not bad. Not bad. So and they have different levels of tickets and stuff, but you look into them. But yeah, it is the middle of January. So we got Creep It Real Festive in this month. And then next month we got the Season Screamings in LA Comic Con. And then January we've got the Fear Fair. February we have Creep It Real, or no, we have Creep IE, and then we have Days of the Dead out in Vegas. It's like nonstop convention madness. Nocturnal going Saturday. Is that to Creep IE? Is that what you were talking about? You guys were on the way out. Oh, we were on the way out. You saw us there. Oh, bummer. Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, we'll definitely have to say hi again. This coming year. Tommy, yeah, Barbarian was way too overhyped for you. YouTuber Cody Leach gave it a 4.75 out of 5. Disagree, say 3 out of 5 at best. Okay. All right. Yeah, I need to watch it, and then we'll talk about it more after I get a chance to check it out. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins so creepy that Jodie Foster said in an interview that she never really spoke to him during filming. Yeah, no, Anthony Hopkins seems like he would be very intense to be around, especially in Hannibal Lecter character. Yeah. Fear Fair sounds like a lot of fun. It does. I cannot wait for it. It should be a lot of fun. The Cinestalker one chip challenge was the craziest thing, right? Dude, it was a horror show of his own. No, man, I thought Cinestalker was gonna like croak. We were worried about him, man. And I can't believe you put the video out with him like in the background puking and stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, well, no, dude, Robert, you're awesome. You're just as awesome or more awesome than all of us, man. So no, I cannot wait. Yeah, we'll definitely have to say hi and hang out and see what we're all collecting and hoarding up on that day and everything. It'll be great. You look very much looking forward to. Can't wait. Esteban, all right, I'm gonna shoot you another one, bro. I'm gonna shoot you another one here. Here we go. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Boom. All right. There you go, right there, Esteban. Super villain in the house. Yeah, that video of Sinistar eating the world's hottest chip was pretty funny. Those chips are no joke. No, they're not. And you know, Wet Movie One in his video, he had 2 of those chips. And he messaged me telling me that he wanted me to eat the other one. I was like, hell no. I am not as stupid. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I mean, like for the right amount of money, I would do it. But you know, not for me to eat one of those chips. I mean, like $100 is not going to do it. I think we're probably talking. I mean, we're probably talking. I would need like at least $1,000 for me to eat one of those chips. Somebody would have to seriously pay me cash. I'm not crazy, and I'm not looking for like an absurd super chat from you guys or anything like. I'm not trying to solicit anybody. I'm just saying like them eating it for the sake of making a video, not a chance. OGP, don't play that. No way. You're in Tennessee, no conventions until April and June. Oh, that's a bummer. Deborah Kleiner. Well, maybe one of these days, like take a trip out to California. There's always conventions going on, but you can look, you know, unfortunately, they're spread out. Aside from December, when the same weekend you have LA Horror Con and Season Screamings, but like you get like June, you get like Monster Palooza, then like it's like July, you get Season Screamings, and then they just kind of like are all like separated by about a month. But it seems like almost every month now there's a convention going on out here. You got 3 versions of Silence of the Lamb, including the 4K. Robert, nice. So I have the Criterion. Did I get the? I don't know if the Criterion is 4K or Blu-ray. Hang on a second. Let me look at this. Yeah, no. So this is the Criterion I got. So this is a Blu-ray, and I had like the DVD copy, but this is the only copy of Silence of the Lambs that I have right now. But I mean, like as far as Hannibal Lecter movies, you know, I got them all, and I got like 3 copies of Manhunter. But this Criterion Silence of the Lambs for me, man, this was like I just look at the book is like so pristine. Like I'm like very careful with it, don't want to damage it and stuff. But you know, looking at the pictures and, you know, and the information stuff they talk about in there, such a cool item, especially, you know, if you're a fan of Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal Lecter in general. You know, this is just like, to me, when this came out, I was like, yeah, I don't care if it's on sale or not. I need to have one of those in my life. But I still think I got it on sale. 20 or $25 I ended up paying for it when it was on the Criterion sale, I think. But Silence of the Lambs, man, absolutely love that movie. Absolutely love it. Let's see here. Have you ever seen What About Bob with Bill Murray? To me, that's a horror movie. Obsessed patient talking to a psychiatrist. No, thank you. What About Bob? Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if I've seen that or not. You know, no, I don't blame you, Robert. I wouldn't mess with those chips at all. I wouldn't at all. The Hannibal collection and the Kino 4K. Wow, nice, man. So obviously, Robert, you appreciate Hannibal like OGP does. Yeah, it's just that franchise. I just love it, from Manhunter, you know, all the way through, you know, all the movies and even the TV show. Blair Hathaway, what's up? Have I seen The Watchers yet? The Watch, is that new? what is or I'm drawing a blank. Is that one that you recommended recently and I was supposed to watch and haven't gotten around to yet? Oh, The Watchers. Oh, is that on Netflix? Film series. Oh wait, Watchers. Are we talking the movies or Netflix show? Netflix show. Yeah. I have not. No, I have not. Is it good? Is it good? Somebody who's blowing me up. Look at this. Look at Wet Movie One blowing me up right now. Wet Movie One always does this to me, so I'm gonna do it to him. Let's see what this guy had to say.
I'm gonna send it to him saying, "Dude, this is my."
Whoa!
Fluffy has a sister.
I don't know if that came through or not, but that's not messages I should be putting out here. But you appreciate Hannibal. Nice. Yeah. Love me some Hannibal. And the Netflix show. So is that something? Is that something I should be checking out? Is it good? You're mentioning it, so I'm guessing it's good. Have I seen Deadstream? Pretty good, underrated found footage movie. I don't think I have seen Deadstream. Let me get my list. I gotta make sure I'm getting the stuff on my list. Okay, here we go. I got my movies to watch list here, and it's not just movies, but it's TV shows, basically anything that you all are recommending, and I'm like making notes and writing them down. And I know somebody mentioned like, oh, you should put it on the list on your letterbox and stuff, all these things to watch. And I need to do that. I need to put that on there. So it's Watchers and on Netflix. And I definitely have to check that out. But then Deadstream, pretty good underrated found footage movie. So let's see. Deadstream. Wow, 91 on Tomato Meter. Oh, and it's a new Shudder movie. Is that what you're talking about? The Shudder movie? 91, but it only has 53 reviews. But man, I'm adding that. Boom, Deadstream is on there. I'll have to check it out. One episode in, and you're hooked on the Watchers. Well, very cool, nice. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Yeah, Brendan, he should be in bed. Like he's got to get up for work in the morning. But yeah. Oh, look, Breaking Bricks, Busting Nips. Loving the name. I love that name. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even realize Breaking Bricks, Busting Nips. I was looking at the comment and I didn't even acknowledge your name first. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. No, I put it on the list. It's on here. Definitely gonna have to check it out. There's a lot going on right now, so forgive me. But man, Breaking Bricks, Busting Nips. You've been on before. You've commented before. I remember that name, but that's hilarious. Are you a fan of Cobra Kai? So Tommy, I know a lot of you will think this is blasphemous, but like I remember when the first Karate Kid movie came out, and it was good. I liked it. But it was never really one of my like favorite movies. And the sequel I probably saw like once, but I don't know if I ever saw the third one. There's like a third one, right? And then I did see the one like the remake with like Will Smith's kid, like Jackie Chan, right? And I thought that one was okay. I wasn't mad at that movie. But the Cobra Kai, and my brother loves it. My brother's like, oh, it's great. You got to check it out. I just have never watched it. I don't dislike Cobra Kai, but there's so much else that I'm like, I want to watch all this stuff. That Cobra Kai is so far down the list that maybe I'll get to at some point, but I've never seen one episode of Cobra Kai. But I understand the love for it. I know a lot of people are really enjoying that the show. you know, as a follow-up to the movies and stuff. And I haven't got into it. I haven't checked it out yet. But man, look at that. We're 20 seconds away from the 3-hour mark. What? Whoa, we've been sitting here hanging out for 3 hours tonight. What is going on? So crazy. But we get to chatting and ranting. And you know what's funny? Because so Monday night, the live stream started off great. I was like really feeling everything. And I don't know what it was, but like we kind of, you know, when I started trying to talk about like a Black Friday sales, what was going on, it wasn't like, that's not my thing. Like Master Chaos, he can sit there and go through, look at movies, talk about them, you know, and all that, everything's on sale and stuff, but that's not really my vibe. You know, we just kind of talk about whatever. And to say like, oh, I'm going to dedicate this all to going through a movie, it wasn't really working. I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, let's move on, you know, talk about whatever. And then kind of, you know, I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a lot to talk about and all that. And so the end of the stream got kind of like, I wasn't sure if I was coming off like entertaining to you guys or not. Last thing I want to do is sit here and be boring or something. But I didn't know if everybody was having a good time or not. And so I was like, man, you know, I got off and I was like, I don't know, you know, usually I get off the live streams. I'm like, yeah, you know, feeling good, had a lot of fun, but I need to go eat because I hadn't eaten or whatever. But that one I got off and I was like, I hope I wasn't like boring you guys or like, you know, being like a downer or anything like that Monday night. I wasn't like feeling it. Like tonight we're having a great time, you know, and everything. And like, I'm really feeling it, enjoying the conversation. 3 hours went by so quick, but, you know, but Monday was like, it was very rarely do I have a live stream like that where I walk away from it, hoping that I didn't, lose any subscribers or anything like that. You know, cause that's the last thing I want to, you know, do is bum somebody out or anything like that and be like, I don't want to watch that guy, you know, he was boring or whatever. So hopefully nothing like that happened Monday, but tonight, doing this tonight and having a lot of fun, man, 3 hours, poof, went by so quick. But man, I have so much to watch. I still got to watch Midsummer, but I'm going to watch this like not in the middle of the night. I'm going to watch it like in the daytime or something when I'm like, no chance of like getting drowsy or anything, but got to watch Alienoid, Deadstream, like so many of these, you know, things, so much stuff I gotta watch and get caught up on. This list is getting like ridiculous now. I'm sure some of it I've already seen, but, yeah, forgive me. I'm starting to yawn now. Like it's 12:30. 12:30 at night. Now I'm putting everybody to sleep here, yawning on camera, putting everybody to sleep, you know, especially if you're on the East Coast and you're still up, you're a trooper because it's 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, let's see. Tommy says, to be honest, not really a fan of Karate Kid movies, but I like the show. So you don't need to. Okay, nice. You don't need to like the movies. Okay, that is interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, my brother's been like, oh, you need to watch it. And I just, you know, I haven't got around to it, but I'll, you know, that's an interesting perspective that I haven't heard before. So I like that. I'm gonna have to try and give him a shot one of these days. By the way, huge game on Sunday. Jets, Pats. Yep, we will have a lot to talk about Monday. It is. Oh, what movie? What is killing me? All right, so I'm going to spill the beans. What's going on here? So earlier tonight, Fluffy's going to hate my guts. Fluffy is going to hate my guts for this. So earlier tonight, yeah, I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm on a live stream right now, and this is fucking hilarious. But so earlier tonight, Blackbeard's in the house. What up, Blackbeard? So earlier tonight, Fluffy tells me he saw this picture that his brother-in-law put up on Facebook of his sister. Well, I got the volume down or something. Let's see what he said. So I tell Wet Movie 1 that I'm on a live stream, and this is what I get right here. I get a fart noise. Thank you very much, Wet One. Thank you for that. I'm sure everybody appreciated that. But so earlier tonight, Fluffy tells me that and El Shadow, I'm leaving your comment up there because we're going to talk about it in a second. But I got to tell a story now because you're probably all wondering what's going on between the conversation between me, Wet Movie 1, and Fluff right now. So earlier tonight, Fluffy tells me that he saw this picture of his sister that his brother-in-law shared on the internet. And I'm like, well, or shared on Facebook. And I'm like, well, it can't be that bad if he shared it on Facebook. And it's not that bad, but it's definitely not a picture you want to see of your sister. So, so he made the mistake of sending it to me. And then he like deleted it. He retracted his message and all that. But this is OGP we're talking about. So before he could delete it, I screenshotted that son of a bitch. So I kept sending it back to Fluff. So making him look at this sexy picture of his sister. And he was like going nuts about it. So then I sent it to Wet Movie One, and I was like, "Hey, Wet One, you gotta send this to Fluff." And so he sends it to him, and then Fluffy responds, "Oh man, not you too." So yeah, so we're all making Fluffy look at this like picture of his sister looking all like provocative and stuff. So it's hilarious. She's not like nude or anything like that, but it's just a picture you don't want to look at your sister like that, so freaking hilarious. But anyways, no, we're just having some fun messing with the Fluff. That's what we got to do. That's how we do it. Yeah, no, and he's just Web Movie One woke up in the middle of the night and started sending it to Fluff. That's hilarious. But no, huge game, Jets and Pats. Man, it is this in my opinion, the Patriots need this division win. They need, to keep they can't lose this game and fall, further back in the division, and losses, because with looking up at the Jets and Miami and Buffalo right now, like you cannot lose this game. But here's the thing. Bill Belichick is probably going to have whatever his name is, that Jets quarterback, seeing ghosts, like he said last year. And Belichick seems to 90% of the time own the Jets. There was like one playoff disaster, but most of the time, I think we're okay against the Jets. I'm feeling pretty good about that game. I am feeling pretty good about it, especially being so recent and so fresh in the Jets' mind how they lost in their field. Now they're coming to Foxborough. Yeah, it should be a good game, but a huge game. You are correct about that. A hot take: never seen Karate Kid, Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, or the first Terminator. What? Are you for real right now? So a Wet One, yes, you did. I'll show you here. I'll show you right now. Okay. How weird. I can understand Karate Kid. And I can even understand the first Terminator. T2, like it's hard not to see that. But Indiana Jones or Ghostbusters? What? The first Ghostbusters 2, and anything newer than that, screw them. But the first Ghostbusters, you got to see that. And Indiana Jones, at least the first like 3 movies. I'm fingers crossed the new one's good. But man, Indiana Jones is just legendary. So good, so good. I think I already said hi to Blackbeard, but just in case. Blackbeard, what's up? Yeah, in fact, I think I did. Yeah. Zappy or Mac? I'm going Mac. I love Zappy as a backup. A lot of fire in that guy and a great arm on him. But Mac Jones is my guy. Yep. Brendan is the Wet One. Yes, he is, and he's right here. So let me address Tommy here real quick. How weird, hot take, all those movies except Terminator are over. What? The first Ghostbusters is like one of the funniest comedies of all time. And Indiana Jones, man, the first one, like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of the Doom. Oh my goodness, 2 of the best adventure movies ever, in my opinion, But let's see. So One Movie One says, yes, you missed it. And yeah, here it is. Look at that, all busted up. But so again, if anybody else wasn't in the room, so I got this saw set from our good friends down there at VIAVISION in Australia, or south of the equator down there. And unfortunately, the trap inside bounced around and it damaged the front. The trap itself broke, and inside here in the drawer, let me set this down, where the movies are, the corners got damaged as well. So the movies and the little booklet that they're in are fine, but this is damaged. And I was supposed to do just an unboxing of this, but with it coming in damaged, I was like, well, I got to email them. I did email them. They emailed me back. They are sending a replacement. Wet Movie One, I don't think I told you that yet. They are sending a replacement. Oh, yeah. So good on them. VIAVISION, great customer service, taking care of people. They're sending out and they're bubble wrapping the trap this time so it won't damage everything. So very cool. And they sent pictures of how they're gonna, bubble wrap it and protect it. Fluffy sister got you wet. It's hilarious. That is hilarious. My saints are playing like shit. Oh, I don't know why I was reading that, but I was reading many saints of Newark, but your saints. Hey, you know what? With Drew Brees retiring and the coach leaving, you knew it was gonna be a transitional period for the Saints. It was gonna be tough. But they really need to figure out what they're going to do with the quarterback. There's nobody on their team that is the quarterback of the future for the Saints. They need to draft or make a change or something. They need a different quarterback. Sexy sister photos are definitely a scoop. My eyes out situation, right? No, and Fluff, are you watching right now? I wonder if Fluffy's watching right now. I wonder if he is. And I don't feel bad for doing this because it's it's on Facebook. So, hey, Fluff. We're going to make Fluffy gouge his eyes out like 17 times today. Oh, man, that's hilarious. We're messed up, man. We are messed up. We need to... I got to be careful. I don't have a sister, so I'm okay. But Fluffy's going to be trying to come up on some pictures of Wet Movie Sister, and make him want to gouge his eyes out. But I don't think Wet Movie Sister has like ever had anything posted like that on Facebook. Oh man, it's hilarious. Well, Robert, don't get too excited. She is in Texas. And she is married, kids, so off the market, that's for sure. But yeah, it's funny. I haven't seen Fluffy's sister in years and years. But obviously known her almost as long as I known him and stuff, and it's that is absolutely hilarious. I told him, I was like, dude, you are going to regret sending me that picture. You are going to regret it. And I'm sure he does. He's probably blocked me already. That's why Fluff isn't commenting anymore. I'm sure he would probably, well, he might not be watching. He might be doing something else or shipping off stuff on eBay or something. But man, absolutely hilarious stuff. And he's going to regret that for a long time. He really is. Oh man. Oh, you're joking. No, hey man, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with Fluffy's sister. Ain't nothing wrong with Fluffy's sister. Right, Fluff? Oh my god, I messed up. I am messed up. I am a messed up individual. I really am. But anyways, guys, it is, I don't know what happened to the homie Esteban. I sent him I sent Esteban 3 links, but I guess he couldn't get it going to get on. I never saw him even, try to pop in the room. But Super Villain, if you're still watching, bro, I love you, man. We'll make it happen another day. But I've been going over 3 hours now. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be time to wind it down here in just a minute. At least she doesn't have boudoir photos like yours. Oh man. No nightmares like that, man. Don't need sister pictures. Oh man, that sucks. Foster man, you want some flan? Yeah, that's a random comment right there. But Foster man, hey, well, thanks for dropping a comment. I didn't even know you were out there tonight, but thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, Robert, I don't know. I've tried flan like once before, and I'm not a fan of flan. It was not my thing. But I know there's like it also tres leche cake. I'm not a fan of the tres leche, and not a fan of menudo. Man, I love a lot of Mexican food, but Menudo and the Tres Leche, I can't do. Flan, I can't do. But I get it, man. And that's the beauty of the world, that we all get to like what we want to like. And I'll tell you what, I do like hanging out with you all, having a lot of fun doing these streams. And it's just a blast. It's just a blast talking movies and stuff. But I'm going to try and watch Barbarian so we could talk about it, try and get watch Smile. And hopefully by Monday, I will definitely be able to tell you about Alienoid. And I'm trying to get the Watchers, try and get that in. I hadn't heard of that one, or maybe I haven't. I just forgot about it. Oh, you know what? And I forgot Monday. I did not realize there's a movie coming out. You could have started watching it today. It looks amazing. I overlooked it on Monday, so please accept my apologies. The Menu. If you have not seen the trailer for The Menu, watch it, especially if you are fans of Hannibal, because I won't even spoil it for you. Go watch The Menu. Go watch The Menu, or at least watch a trailer for The Menu. Once you see who the chef is in The Menu, you're going to be like, no way. But anyways, and with Anya Taylor-Joy and such a great cast, that is out this weekend. I will hopefully watch that and have a review or thoughts for you on that on Monday night. But anyways, yeah, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It has been an absolute blast. Robert, you take care of yourself too. Deborah Kleiner, good night. Good night to you too. Thank you so much. And Robert, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. Oh, you saw The Menu last night. You liked it a lot. Decent. Nice. That's very cool. I cannot wait to see The Menu. It looks so good. It's so good. Best night. Thanks, OGP. Have to follow Esteban lead to promise. Hey, no pressure, but I appreciate anything you guys can do to support the channel. All the money goes right into the channel. I promise you that. StreamYard doesn't work, and yes, I'll marry Fluffy. There you go. Fluff, if you're still watching, he said I do. He said I do. But man, that's a match made in heaven right there. So are you moving to San Diego, Supervillain, or is Fluffy having to move to Texas? Yes, Ralph. Yes. Oh man, when I saw that in the trailer, thinking about the fact that he was in the Hannibal franchise, which is based around a cannibal, and then this movie here about, like, I don't even want to talk about it. The Menu, you got to go watch it. You got to go watch it. It was amazing. I was like, no way. But so is Fluffy moving to Texas, or is Supervillain moving to California? That's what we got to know. Tommy, good night. Catch you next stream. Yes, no, thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast. And Supervillain with the nightcap right here, bro. Thank you so much. Yep, Red Dragon. Yes, man, absolutely love Red Dragon. Absolutely love Red Dragon, bro. Supervillain coming through. I'm sorry you couldn't figure it out. Hey, Supervillain, something. We'll talk offline. And I'll we'll work through getting you on. I don't know why the StreamYard is not working for you. That's a bummer. Would have loved to have had you on and hung out for a bit tonight. But bro, we'll do it again. We'll do it again soon. And I'm gonna try and do some earlier streams. So maybe before you got to go to work or anything like that. He's gonna have to move to El Paso and get him a Latina chick. Well, I thought you guys were getting married. You're gonna be married, but still you got to have your women. No man on man. Huh? Yeah, and Manhunter. Yeah. No, they're all, Robert, such great movies. That the whole anything to do with Hannibal, I've loved it all. Absolutely loved it. From the TV show, Manhunter, Hannibal Rising, all of it. Love it. Yeah. So Fluffy and Supervillain getting hitched. How about that? You know what? You never know what's going to happen when you do a live stream, but tonight we play matchmakers. Boom, there it is. Fluffy and Supervillain going out like that. But everybody, thank you, Sean. Peace out, all. Balzer, if you're still watching, hey, have a good night. You're hopefully in bed, getting some sleep or whatever. Who knows? But everybody, thank you all for hanging out. It was a blast. So much fun. I can't believe we've already been going 3 hours and 18 minutes. Time went by so fast. But everybody, you have a great night or a great morning wherever you are, and take care of yourselves. If I don't see you before on another live, yeah, we'll see you Monday. Same, regular place, regular time, Monday night. But look out for there should be at least 2 or 3 videos coming up between now and then on the channel here. So everybody take care of yourselves. Blair, thank you. I will. You do the same. Robert, it was a fun live stream. Yeah, thanks so much. Antonis says, wait, what's up, Antonis? Take care. Man, good night, Tommy. Good night to you as well. Antonis says, wait for what? Wait for what, homeboy? Wait for what? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Oh, I'm curious. What are we waiting for? We're waiting. What are we waiting for? You got one more comment, one more little bit of movie knowledge to spreading some knowledge, spreading the movie knowledge. Fluff, were you here the whole time? Were you here the whole time, Fluff? Did you hear our conversation with Web Movie One a few minutes ago about somebody's sister? Oh man. Yeah, Deborah Kleiner. Yep, it's getting late. I yawned on camera once. I fought off a couple other yawns here, but anyways, Antonis, we are gonna jam out. We're gonna head out for the night. Everybody, thank you. No, hey, bro, Antonis, don't be sorry, man. Don't be sorry. No, we're just we're chilling. We're having a good time, hanging out and stuff. But it's just, unfortunately, it's time to call it a night. But we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again real soon and have a lot of fun. And the sister, the fluffy sister. We're gonna do it again real soon and have a lot of fun. Supervillain, Balzer, Antonis, One's Custom Figures, all of you, thank you again so much for your support tonight. You guys, love you all so much. I love every single one of you viewers out there. It's been so much fun. Please come back, Monday night at our regular time, 5:00 on the West Coast. We're going to be doing it up, having a lot of fun again, and hopefully talk about some of these movies I get to watch between now and then, and see what your thoughts are, my thoughts are. We'll see how it goes. But everybody, take care. Have a good night. Be safe out there. And that's all I got to say about that.